Hello and welcome to build up to a good game ahead of the match against West Ham United and Leicester City. Kick-off 1 hour and 5 minutes away, which means lineups are 5 minutes away. Gonzo, are you expecting any changes from West Ham this evening?
No, I don't. I don't think so, unless he switches formation, in which case there's going to be a change. But I think not. I think he's going to stick with a four at the back, despite the success that the three at the back had against Brendan Rodgers' Leicester last season. But it's an interesting one today, mate. Interesting to play on a Monday, the last match of the weekend, so to speak. And I've actually just been polishing up by watching Match of the Day too, so I'm right up with it.
Well, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We'll hit 19,000 subscribers tonight. So a massive thank you to everybody. Drop a like on the video already and stuff. And welcome to the most interactive build-up show on YouTube. Probably not really. There's probably more interactive ones out there, but prove it.
Yeah.
End of.
Absolutely.
What are you going to do about it? Anyway, coming up tonight...
Well, they can do something about it because they can interact and tell us, Geo, because we are the most interactive YouTube show in the universe.
We're gonna have a little chat about Mikel Antonio in just a second. Then we'll be doing our bet on Bet365. There's changes to Bet365 this season, which makes the bet even more juicier if we get it right. And we'll also be doing the new feature we did at the end of last season, which is Heard It Here First, where we want your wild predictions ahead of the game. But Gonzo, if Mikel Antonio scores tonight, he will become the leading goal scorer all time for West Ham United in the Premier League. Currently equal with Di Canio on 47 goals, one ahead of Mark Noble. Should he score tonight, he's number one. Demotes Di Canio to number two.
We have been worried then. When you first mentioned it, I thought, why? Why are we going to speak about Antonio in particular? Is he injured? See how paranoid I am.
I was going to say he's possibly the first Jamaican international for West Ham.
That's one. That's one for the historians, certainly. I do wonder. I'm not so sure. And yeah, I mean, great. Well, this is fantastic, really, considering we didn't think we were buying a goal scorer. Let's be perfectly frank here. When we signed this fella from Nottingham Forest for 7 million, something like that, did anyone, when you saw him being shoehorned into right back, I think that first time it happened was possibly against Chelsea. I might be wrong. Did you ever really think this guy will be our record Premier League goal scorer? And he will be. It's just whether it's tonight or some other time. I think most of us would have thought, no, it doesn't strike me as I was going to say prolific or even as a striker. But I tell you what, he might not be a striker, but he does a pretty damn good impression of one, Gio.
Yeah, I remember his first goal against Southampton where he fell over and the ball sort of hit him in the arse and went in. That's the most... His first ever goal is the most Mikel Antonio goal we will see as well. But the progress between, not so much that goal, but some of the goals he's scored, not his headers, he's always been superb at headers. But then his goal at Newcastle last weekend, and I think there's a big difference in Mikel Antonio, the striker. That goal last weekend was a goal that you see Jamie Vardy score regularly for Leicester City. He has developed his game. I think he has got a lot better. At times, I think you notice he's not a natural striker, whether it's the run or whatever. But I think he's improved tenfold, and I think there's a good debate on social media, not whether this makes Mikel Antonio a legend or not. But we'll cover that in another video. But just quickly, would you say yes or no?
To what?
Is Mikel Antonio a legend?
I thought he meant, is he Jamaican or not? I was going to say he is. He is. Sorry, I was reading the chat then. He's not the first Jamaican. However, would I say he's a legend? No, I wouldn't. But I'm a bit of a Scrooge in the old legend stakes, Gio. I don't dish it out very often. You struggle to get the word legend out of me. I tell you, even though I've just said it 3 times.
Yeah, he's definitely somewhere in between. He's almost too good for a cult hero, but not quite enough for legend, if you like. And West Ham HQ coming in with some good stats here. Joby McIntyre, Zavin Hines, and Ravel Morrison are all Jamaican players. How we forgot them? Anyway. So, lineups out in just a second. I don't think Gonzo is going to be getting any surprises this evening. It's expected that it'll be an unchanged 11. There was a lot of chat that Areola would start over Fabianski, which doesn't look like the case. Would you have liked to have seen the goalkeeper switch, Gonzo? Because Moyes hinted that he wouldn't be against alternating the two on a week-by-week basis, or do you think it's important that we have some form of stability?
Yeah, I don't mind Areola playing at all. I don't mind Fabianski playing, but I don't want to swap week by week because there's communication to be done between the centre backs, and I think the least disruption, the better. And from your words, we're not going to play 3 at the back, but if you are going to start swapping between formations, which I think we will, I think having the communication, having the solidity of a regular goalkeeper that can bark orders at the back line is going to be quite important, really.
Yeah, anyway, just to confirm, the West Ham team is out, and in goal is Lucas Fabianski, with the back four Soufal, Dawson, Ogbonna and Creswell. Midfield pairing of Souček and Rice, with Antonio up front with the normal 3, and behind him with Pablo Final, Sideburn, and Jared Bowen. Unchanged from Newcastle. An easy decision in the end for David Moyes. While he couldn't do anything wrong, when we did the breakfast show this morning, I said to you, I don't think he can do anything wrong here, Moyes. If he switches it, I get it. If he stays the same, I get it. But I think there's an element of, not risk associated with this, but I think this is a sign of progression, almost that before we would change formation to fit who we were playing, but now it's a case of, no, we will play the way we want to play, and you can adapt. I think this is a sign of, it's what Pellegrini used to call big club mentality, isn't it? Liverpool City play the same week in, week out because they're good enough. And the other clubs usually have to adapt week in. And I think this is one of the first times that Moyes is saying, actually, no, we're not changing our formation for you. We're going to go toe-to-toe with you with the way we play. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But I do think there's a sign of progress in there from the manager tonight.
Yes, I think so. I think we invited Newcastle onto us, or allowed them a little bit too much, let's say, in the first game. And I wouldn't say that's a feature of David Moyes, Joe, but particularly I felt in the run-in, we started games quickly. There was a certain point under Moyes where I was aware of coming on doing these build-up shows where I'd say, Joe, it's really important we start quickly. And then I sort of stopped saying it because we just did. And that was a real feature. I don't feel that was a case against Newcastle. It was, if you pardon the expression, it was almost a case of you show us yours and we'll show you ours. And then we basically then went for it. I think we're going to employ that sort of approach again today, even though the formation may not have changed at all. We're going to have to suck up a bit of pressure. Suck up a bit of pressure. Oh, my word. It's taken a turn tonight. We're going to have to soak up a little bit of... Sorry, I can't look at you now. Stop grinning. We'll have to soak up a bit of pressure. And I think we're going to hit them on the counter. And it has to be a counter-attacking performance this evening. I do wonder how, if it's going to change them. And this is the interesting about mentality, which we touched on in the breakfast show this morning. How's it going to impact Leicester's mentality? And when I say it, I mean the double defeat and the country whooping to West Ham last season. Because how are they going to do? Are they going to sit back a bit? You'd imagine they wouldn't, because it's Brendan Rodgers. But there is an interesting dynamic to it. Just those initial exchanges, a bit like a boxing match. Who's going to go defensive and who's going to attack?
Yeah, I will put in the thing now. I'm still worried about Craig Dawson up against Jamie Vardy. And it's not just Jamie Vardy. Dawson plays to the right of the centre-back, and Harvey Barnes plays to the left of Leicester City. And Barnes, we know, likes to cut in. He likes to run in behind the fullback. That puts him in Craig Dawson territory sometimes as well tonight. So I do worry, definitely, about Craig Dawson this evening up against pace, really. I would have still liked to have seen Diop come in, but I can understand why the man just stuck with it. However, it does worry me a little bit that we're going to get exposed. I think that's the only weakness in the team. But when I look at that lineup from us, I think that's our only weakness ahead of this game. The rest of it, I see strength. I see a good, strong starting 11. We see players in form as well. I know we've only got one game of the season to go by, but then you can't help but look towards the end of last season and pre-season when Saïd Benrahma has almost continued his pre-season form for West Ham. And it's hard not to be optimistic. Anyway, the West Ham bench. We've got Yamal Baptiste, Ben Johnson, Manuel Lanzini, Ryan Fredericks, Mark Noble, Areola, Connor Coventry, Andre Yarmolenko, and Issa Diop. So no Arthur Masuaku. He doesn't make the squad at all this evening. I think that's an unchanged bench as well.
Possibly. Just taking a second look at it. Yeah, I think you may well be right, mate. And do you know what? It's not the strongest bench in the world, but there's a couple of players on there. Maybe one player. There's a couple of players on there that you wouldn't mind bringing on who could possibly almost improve the blend of the first team as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's as good as we can do at the moment. And do you know what? That's a perfectly adequate bench as long as nobody gets injured. I think he can, from within that bench, he can change it tactically. and he can sort of bring on, Lanzini really, which would be nice,
Yeah, and no Mipo the back either, which I think insinuates that either Moyes has very little trust in him or genuinely sees Andre Yarmolenko as his second choice striker at present. Moyes has obviously spoken about bringing in a striker to compete with Antonio going forward. But anyway, shall we take a look at the Leicester team?
I would love to look at the Leicester team.
And they're also unchanged. David Moyes isn't the only manager naming the same 11 for the second weekend in a row. Kasper Schmeichel starts in goal with Luke Thomas, Soyuncu, Amarte and Pereira at the back four. And Didi and Tielemans in midfield as always with Barnes, Madison and Jose Perez played in behind Jamie Vardy.
Yeah. I mean, it's that midfield, isn't it? It's that midfield that has a little bit of everything there. It's your stopper in Ndidi. It's your playmaker in Tielemans. So he's just going to pull the strings with wonderful passing and wonderful vision. And you've got your dribbler and your cheeky little what's it in Madison, who can sort of do the unexpected and travel with the ball. So so we've got a stopper, a playmaker, and a traveller.
A really good team, but I think their weakness is the same as our weakness. I want to see Antonio going up against. I'd like to see him almost pick on one centre back tonight, and whichever one it was. I think they're both a bit slow. Amarte often gets booked as well. He's not got the best track record for yellow cards, and we've just watched Lukaku destroy Arsenal centre backs using his physique. Every time Chelsea got a ball, he was backing into the defenders, getting the ball. They couldn't cope with him, and that's something Antonio could probably do a bit more of. It's not really his game. Antonio likes to turn and run behind the defence rather than get involved in the build-up as such. But we saw against Newcastle, particularly for his own goal, he's one that chested down to Bowen and turned and just sprinted for about 80 yards and stuff, so he can do it. So I think there's a weakness in that Leicester team. But again, I would say that that's the only weakness. I think the keeper's superb, midfield's brilliant. Jamie Vardy up front, and if it's not quite working, Brendan Rodgers probably has a better bench of the two managers this evening. There's players on that bench that will get into our starting 11 probably. So I think Rodgers has a better squad depth. I think starting 11, not too much between them, but the bench a little bit Leicester lopsided, if you like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and of course we get to see one of their bigger signings, of course, Patson Daka. It's probably one of a few people who's quicker than Jamie Vardy. So we don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe they'll have a race before and we'll get to find out. But he's certainly very quick. And if we're worried about Vardy up against Dawson, they might double up. They might go Daka and Vardy against Dawson. That could be interesting, couldn't it? But then again, we actually thought that Craig Dawson was going to be exposed for pace against Newcastle. He wasn't. He was just exposed for jumping.
Yeah, right. Anyway, Leicester's bench. We've got Dewsbury Hall, Danny Ward, Kelechi Iheanacho, Boubakary Samari, Timothy Castagne, Mark Albrighton, Patson Daka, Hamaz Chowdhury, and Dennis Pratt. So plenty of options on that bench for Leicester City. Big players on that bench, game-changing players. And I think that's the one thing we're lacking. But while it doesn't help this evening, I would suggest Leicester City is probably done in the transfer market. We are not done. So I'd imagine we would play this game out in 2 weeks. We'd have a slightly different twist to it. But anyway, brilliant team by Leicester City. How you feeling? You've seen the lineups. How you feeling?
Yeah, the lineups are fine. The bench is a little bit worrying because they got 10 players and we got 9. But aside from, so they're going to have an advantage really. But aside from that, I don't mind. I don't mind as long as they don't start bringing players off the bench really. But even if they do, Geo, if we're comfortable in the game and we're playing well, so what? This isn't the point where we got 2 games each week. It's actually been. Well, it's been 8 days since we played the last game. So we're hardly knackered. Our players can surely play 90 minutes, or most of them. So this is not the point where the bench should really come into play. The bench possibly comes into play if Leicester are not playing well and Rodgers wants to change something up and change something tactically and create some additional problems for us. Yes, but even if he was doing that, what would Moyes actually change? He might go free at the back. Well, he's got the personnel to do that anyway. So I don't feel that it's the bench thing that worries me is the fatigue and the injuries. And touch wood, we're not there yet. So I feel the bench comes into play in a couple of months, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. Anyway, bet time. Myself and Gonzo. Well, I'm going to go on Bet365. I've got it all loaded up. I'm ready to go. Myself and Gonzo are going to chuck a few things together. If the bet wins, we give one of you the winnings. We'll tell you how to enter in just a minute. But Gonzo, what are you feeling? What are you feeling for this bet? Twist.
Oh, there's goals. There's goals today.
So both teams to score.
Both teams to score, definitely. Okay, well, I'll pop that one there.
Right, Bet365 got a new feature. They tried in the Euros and they've kept it. They've got some selected players to have shots on target or shots at goal that doesn't have to hit the target. So this changes it up a little bit because we were quite restricted last season. We had to pick goals, people to score, and people to get booked. But now, we've got a bit more flexibility on the old bet builder. So you can have Fornals or Ben Rama to have a shot on target. Who are you picking?
On target. Yeah. Actually, maybe Fornals, but it'll just be very weak. You'll probably get better odds with Fornals. Yeah, it'll sort of trickle when the goalkeeper just pick it up.
And you know, I like my stats. Fornals has had a shot on target in his last 4 Premier League matches. He's had 7 shots on target in his last 5 games, I think. So he's hit the target.
Yeah.
Precision from Pablo. So we'll stick that in as well. Anything else you're fancying?
I think Bowen will play well. Is there something? It depends how thingy. Are we going to put Bowen in for a goal, or is that too risky?
Yeah, you can put him in for a goal if you want, my friend. Put Jared Bowen in.
Jared won't score anytime. About $1,000 or something?
Not quite yet. It's only 13-2. We need another couple of things, I'm afraid, here.
Oh, go on then. I've done a couple. Go on, you tell us. You're better at this than me.
Right. I fancy Amarte to get booked. To be fair, it's the same odds as Soyuncu. But Amarte's going in as well to get yellow carded. The right centre back for Leicester City, the one that plays next to Soyuncu, and that's 25-1. I think that'll do. That gives us 130 quid, right? So 130 pounds. If this bet wins, one of you win 130 quid. Both teams need to score. Fornals needs to have a shot on target. Bowen needs to score a goal, and Amarte needs to get booked. 130 pounds to enter. In the live chat, please put the following phrase.
Well, I've been, as you know, self-isolating with the kids for quite a few days now, and I've seen nothing but children's television. So I'm going to go in the spirit of Iggle Piggle and in the Night Garden. I'm going to go with Macadaka.
Macadaka.
Yeah, it's a play on a character in it's a program in the Night Garden. I think it's called. I should know really.
I think this is the wrong audience.
I don't care. I can't think of anything rude. Macadaka. Put it in there. Macadaka, or you don't win 130 quid.
There you go. You just pop this or something like this in the live chat you entered. If the bet wins, we'll give one of you 130 quid. I'm feeling quite optimistic, Gonzo. I do think we'll score, but I also think we'll concede. I find it very difficult to call this game. It's one of these fixtures that nothing surprises you. If we win, we lose, we draw. Okay, I can see any of those things happening. I don't think it'll quite be like what we had last season when we smashed them 3-0 at their place and there was 5 goals at London Stadium last season being 3-0 up. I don't quite think it'll be as entertaining or as open as that, but I do think there'll be goals. I think it's a good game for the neutral to watch tonight as well because it could go anyway. 2 fantastic teams as well, by the way. You were to show us these teams 5 years ago and say that would be the West Ham and Leicester 11. You think, hello. Well, maybe not Leicester. They won the title 5 years ago. I think they'd be disappointed with what they've got. But two fantastic clubs. I don't think there's much to separate them on the pitch, and I don't think there'll be much to separate them after 90 minutes as well. Who's our big player tonight? Mr. Saeed Ben Rama?
I think we need a big performance for him, but I don't know. I have an inkling that Jared Bowen will be heavily involved tonight. I don't know what it is. It's hard to look beyond. See, the trouble is, Geo, we could just go and, as always, look at Antonio and Declan Rice, who are big players for us. Yeah, and you have to fancy that Souček's. The trouble is, I say it before almost every game that Souček's worth a goal, and he's. And he sometimes is, if you say that for 3 games running, he'll get you a goal. That's just what he does. So just looking slightly outside of the obvious, I feel Bowen may well play very, very well today.
Yeah, he's up against Luke Thomas, to be fair. I think Luke Thomas will go on to become a really good Premier League left-back, and Castagna's on the bench tonight, which is massive. It's Brendan Rodgers saying to Luke Thomas, I trust you. Ryan Bertrand will be back for the next game because he's currently got COVID. But he's saying to his youngster, I trust you at left-back. While I think he will be good, I still think he's a bit green. I see him quite often. He's slightly out of position or something like that. And I just think if there is a player there, while I think Antonio can exploit Amarte's pace, positionally, I think Jared Bowen might exploit Luke Thomas. And Bowen's looked fantastic. He looked fantastic against Newcastle. And I probably didn't appreciate how good Bowen was until I watched the game back once I was home, kind of thing. Because you're there, you sort of miss things, don't you? Yeah. And then you watch it back and think, bloody hell, this guy was involved in everything we've done. A superb performance by him. And he's really upped his game recently as well. He's almost justifying his interest from Liverpool, whether it's genuine or not. Don't know. We'll find out soon because Shaqiri's just left. But, superb performance. Right, we'll turn to the live chat now. Get your thoughts into the live chat. It can be about the West Ham team, the Leicester team, how you think the game's going to go, anything like that. Gonzo.
Big shout out to Doug Senior of Tottenham allegiance, but he loves a bit of Hammers chat. So they sort of joint top of the league, Tottenham, aren't they? So hopefully we'll also be joint top of the league, but above Tottenham. And thank you, Doug, as well, for the contribution towards the biscuit fund, my friend. Thank you very much indeed.
We need to win 4-0 to go top.
We could do that. Well, we beat them 3-0 earlier. Well, yeah, what's the second game? First one was 3-0. Second game
3-2.
Was 3-2, yeah.
We were 3-0 up, and he naturally scored 2.
He did.
Anyway, and GW Piper says, fancy a big game from Pablo tonight. Liam, I am losing my voice. I'm not very well. That's why I'm not at the game. So I'm not at the game because I'm not very good at the minute. So that's why I've sat here chatting to Gonzo with a croaky throat instead of being at the London Stadium this evening, trying to get into the ground with my e-ticket.
He went past quarantine. Anyway, let's be perfectly honest with you. Let's take one look at you and say, I'm sorry, mate. You're like a zombie. You're like the Walking Dead. You're not getting in here.
I don't feel too good. The old blasted COVID-19's got a hold of me as well. So it's what it is, isn't it? There's not much I can do about it. But hopefully I'll make it till the review. That's my short-term ambition at the minute. Just be fit for the review and I'm all right. Unlike Ryan Bertrand, I've got to turn up to work despite having COVID. He's allowed to stay at home. Albo is looking forward to Antonio's goal celebration. What's he going to do? It's going to be something outrageous, isn't it? Do you know what's the problem, though? What happens if it's like 3-0 Leicester and he scores? You can't really celebrate, can you?
What do you mean? I was sorry, I see what you said.
Yeah,
if I see Leicester are winning 3-1. Yeah, no, he can't. He probably can't do the old fox dance or whatever he's got. Whatever he's got planned. Might have nothing to do with foxes whatsoever. He might pretend to crash his car into a house or something like that. I don't know what sort of dance he'll be doing.
Get the penguin outfit on again.
The little waddle. Yeah, that'd be great. I want to see that. I hope he does. Yeah.
Hopefully he's got like a penguin t-shirt on underneath. He can just take it off and run around like a penguin or something.
Absolutely.
Maybe I hope, right? I hope he's got a t-shirt on underneath that says "not bad for a right back." And if he scores, that comes out. That t-shirt comes out. And
he'd get a card, but that would be worth it, wouldn't it? That would be worth it, actually.
We should really get on Antonio just scoring Antonio to get booked, just in case it's a top-off celebration. If I was ripped like him, I'd have my top off every time we score. Hey, look at this, boys.
You would, yeah, absolutely. Yes, you would, yeah. That's why we got our tops on, Geo, though, you know.
Something like that. Harry says 3-1, but could be either way. I mean...
So yeah, either 3-1, either 3-1, Harry's saying.
Yeah. And DB says, I'm really buzzing for this Geo Gonzo. 3-1 West Ham, Antonio Fernandes and Bowen with the goals. That's what I quite like about tonight. We don't know who's going to score. Last season, sort of like Antonio Souček. Then towards the end of the season, Lingard. But now it feels like the goals are going to be more evenly spread amongst the team this season with Ben Rama, Bowen, Fernandes and Antonio. I don't think Fernandes will score that much this season. But I'd imagine he'll be the top for the assists for West Ham come May. But Craven says, we aren't winning, I don't think. I was hoping Ariola would start gutted. He isn't playing again. I think that's a bit harsh on Fabianski, but...
I would hope... I don't think Ariola will be a good player, and I think he'll play well, but I would hope the goalkeeper not being there won't have any impact on this result at all, because if it does, it means a goalkeeper's saving a lot of shots and stuff.
Yeah. It was a snowman, not a penguin. Sorry, I forgot what he wore when he crashed his car.
Do you know what, mate? They're both white and wintry, aren't they? So it's an easy mistake to make.
What's your dad's prediction? Martin's asking what your dad's prediction is. He's obviously rated higher than me and you.
Yes, I didn't. We spoke briefly. We exchanged children this morning. Mine. It wasn't like trafficking or anything like that. But we didn't discuss it. We didn't discuss. He said, "Are you watching a game?" I said, "Are you going to the cricket club?" He said, "No, he's going to watch it at a different club, and he's taking the kids with him." But he didn't give a prediction, actually.
Just make one up. It would have been far quicker if he just made one up and said he said 3-0. Like, that'll do.
He said 3-1 to either team.
Is your dad Harry Parker?
He is.
Gonzo's biggest fan, and that's your dad. He's in the live chat. He says COVID-19, Geo nil. I mean, not wrong. It feels a lot more than 19
it's not just Geo nil, to be fair. It's not just Geo nil. It turns out I didn't have it, but I didn't get my results back until today, whereas sort of half my family do have it. So that paid to any trips anywhere for me.
Gary says, I need to be more defensively switched on than we were at Newcastle, otherwise I can see us losing. I think that's fair. Jordan says, it feels great that we can genuinely say we can compete with Leicester with no fear. We've come a long way from relegation scraps. 2-0 to West Ham. Harry Plum says that both right backs could be very key tonight. Vlad will be on it as long as he doesn't need to babysit Dawson too much. Rossi says, I love Benny to get another goal. He's good to watch, but he doesn't seem to get the love from Moyes. He's buzzing for the game. Gary said, if we play like we did in the first half of Newcastle, we'll be 3-0 down before we know it. There's a little bit of, Will saying the same again, there's a little bit of concern over sort of the performance at Newcastle, which I think is fair, because I do think in the first half, I thought we looked all right going forward, but defensively, I think we looked quite poor. We gave St. Maximin far too much respect. And we do play like that tonight. I think Leicester will hurt us a bit more.
Yeah, one thing I'd say about St. Maximin, and they've got some good players, Leicester. But St. Maximin's a bit of a freak of a player. It is almost impossible to tackle. I say almost, because obviously in the end, Declan did get him, and a goal resulted from that tackle, but it's almost impossible, and he will carry the ball because he's one of their few creative players. He'll carry the ball so far, and he will be one of those that tries to dribble past everyone. I think Leicester are slightly different from that. I don't think they have that one player who's going to do that. And it's not like I don't have players who can dribble past, but not got one ridiculous trickster who thinks he's Ronaldinho, which is what you've got with St. Maximin, who's going to try and do that. So I think it's a slightly different thing. Talent, yes, slide rule passes from Tillemans, some good wing play, certainly from Barnes there, some early shots from Maddison. These are different problems to what we had. And I'd like to think almost the problems that Leicester provide are more conventional problems that are probably easier to coach against and train for in the week leading up to the game.
Greg said we can win tonight. It's a big statement. Dan Clarkson is not looking forward to Jamie Vardy up against Craig Dawson, and neither is Alex. Alex also says that Dawson's you can see him having a mirror against Vardy. I feel like this is the last chance for him. Doesn't play well today. We can see him get taken out of the team. This is true. I mean, there's a fair expectation, and we may have Curtis Zuma or a other centre back for the Palace game, if not certainly for the Southampton game. So Craig Dawson's the one that's sort of under pressure, isn't he? O'Bonna picks himself. Then you go down, he's saying the same thing. Massive night for Dawson. News constantly being linked with a new centre back. Didn't play well in Newcastle. Needs to put a performance in. Right now, we're going to play a quick game for 2 minutes called Heard It Here First. Get your predictions in. What you think will happen. I've seen a couple early on without us playing the game, so let me try and find it.
I've got one.
Yes.
Kurt Zuma had all the Dembeles photographed up in a stand watching the game eating Pringles.
I'm going to say that's not happening.
It's probably.
I mean, you're right. I've definitely heard it here first, but
yeah,
I think that's the only place I'm gonna hear it. Anyway, get your comments in. I'm gonna say. Oh, I don't know actually. I'm gonna say Aaron Creswell scores a free kick.
Oh.
I gotta say Aaron Creswell's going to score because I think Antonio's going to win us quite a few free kicks tonight. Hopefully, he can win us a couple in shooting distance, and we can get in there. Doug says that Dawson's going to score an own goal. Would that be like his third own goal for us? It would almost be impressive.
Maybe he can overtake Antonio eventually.
Onion Guy. Fair enough. A lot of layers to his username. So it's 5-0 Ben Rama. 5-0. Sorry, it's a 5-0 Ben Rama hat trick. I thought you said 5-0 to Ben Rama there. Oh Jesus, that
brings a tear to my eye. That one.
Ben Rama scores. Ben Rama scores a hat trick. You'll still get subbed on the hour mark. Right, so you don't become here. You've done all right.
You're sounding good, my friend. You're sounding good, my friend. Let me take over for a second. Suchek screamer incoming. Antonio record goal off his bum for a cheeky finish. I do like that. Gary, a Fornell's goal. Okay, you heard it here first. Oh, hold on. What's Jordan saying? What's Jordan gone? I see this is the trouble with technology here. Heard it here first. Vardy to be fined for damage on left corner flag. I hope not, because it probably means he's scored if he does that, because he's doing a celebration with a corner flag. I hope he doesn't. No touching the corner flag.
Well, he did it last time he scored, didn't he? He ran up and punched it. Or did he pull it out of the ground or something? He definitely did something, because then all the fans kicked off a bit behind the...
I'd sabotage it. I'll put something nasty on the corner flag, something sticky or some super glue or something, just in case, you know. There you go. Deal with that, Jamie.
Right, score prediction time. Get your score predictions in. But while you're also doing that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like on the video and stick with us. We're not going anywhere for the duration of the night or the game. Myself and Gonzo disappear in a few minutes, but Charlie will be up along with the most interactive watch-along on YouTube. End of. Prove it.
In the world.
Prove it's not.
In the world. Very interactive. Extremely interactive. He's not going anywhere.
It's the best thing to do because it means you don't have to create the content. If you just click on people's comments, you don't need any thought process. You don't need to think, really. The content's created for you. But anyway, we'll take a look at some score predictions, Gonzo. I will read some out for about 30 seconds and my voice will go, so you're going to have to take over. Boot Hammer says 3-1. Callum says 2-2. Oliver says Leicester's going to win 2-1. Richard doesn't know about Leicester yet. He's not decided, but he says that we're going to score.
3.
He says we're going to score 3. Gary's 1-1. Alex is 3-2. Toby's 3-2. Why do you wrote it like that? We're the home team. Why would you write it like that? That's just
maybe he doesn't know. Maybe Toby's waiting outside the Walker Stadium. Like, oh, it's quiet here today. It's quiet here. I'm gonna be in for the game.
Yeah, Doug, 3-1. Mile 2-1. 3-2 from Mark Chalmers. Lace says 4-3.
Macadaka. It's Macapaka. We'll let you have that one, though.
No, it's Macadaka. It's for the money.
Of course it is.
It's your game.
Oh, God, it's my game, my rules. There you go. Don't ever play me at Monopoly. I tell you, it's get worse than that. I'll make it up as I go along. Always win.
What's your score prediction, Gon? Your final thoughts on your score prediction before we switch this over to
Did
Mr. Walsh?
I do a score prediction in the preview?
You did. You said 2-2.
I did say 2-2. Talking of Monopoly. There you go. Go towards the transfer fund.
I'm more concerned that that's been there for quite a while. You need to tidy your shed out.
I really do. I really, really do. It's been there for a while, yeah. No, I've changed my mind. I'm sorry?
That was there last season.
It was last season. I've spent quite a lot of it, to be fair. There's not a lot left. I've got a number of hotels in here now, Geo, to be fair. The shed's getting rather small. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going for 3-1 to West Ham.
3-1 West Ham.
Actually, I've either way. No, I'm going 3-1 West Ham.
Brilliant. I'm going to stick with 2-2. I'm too stubborn to change my mind. To be honest with you, I don't have.
I like that. Mecca 2, Daka 1. Yes.
I don't have the energy to come up with a different score prediction either, so I'm just going to stick with 2-2 just to be lazy. But anyway, myself and Gonzo are going to disappear. But coming up is Mr. Charlie Walsh. Just had him in the stream. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm all right. How are you? You sound like you're dying. I can't lie to you, bro. You do sound a little bit like you're dying a little bit.
I'm on the verge. I'm on the verge of it, but
death.
Well,
just
we'll see. If you turn up for the review, then we know what happened. If you don't, then we know what happens. It's fine.
I guess so. I guess I just
not
hope
to be
we
morbid.
don't lose.
Not to be morbid.
I just hope we don't lose and I get angry because this voice and anger is not going to be a good mix. I don't think any noise will come out. I think it'll just be mute.
I think you're going to be a high pitched screech, you just squeak. welcome to Talk a Good Game, and you'll just screech, and that'll be that, and then I'll have to take over, and you can just nod your way through the review.
I'll just go ahead, because I don't agree with you much. So,
no, that's true. That's true. I'll make up your player ratings for you.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm going to disappear, Gonzo. You're going to disappear, and we'll leave this man in charge. Charlie.
So he clicked off early, but thank you, everyone. Thank you, Stuart Morris Accountants. Good people doing good things. You know what? You want your finances right. They're complicated. Maths is not a thing you want to be getting involved in. They can do it for you, right? Let me talk to you about this, right? Personal, business, whichever you want, they can get it done for you. Thank you very much, Stuart Morris Accountants, and thank you to everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm not dying. Thank you, which is good, isn't it? Which is fun. But we might be by the end of this game. Interesting lineup. Interesting discussion points that we can get into. But before we do that, let's say hello to the people in the chat. Sorry if I miss your name, because obviously the chat moves quickly. It's difficult to see. But hello, Kimbo. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Elbow. That's not correct. Hello, Gonzo's biggest fan. Thank you very much, sir. Hello, hello, Durs Haya. I apologize deeply, and hello. And tell you what, let's just go through the names. Like I say, if I miss it, I apologize. Hello to Alex Stepp, Andy Walsh, Anal B, Anthony Jones, Arthur Gatward, Basils, Ben X, Billy Boot, Butcher, Callum, Chris, DB, Dan Palmer, Daniel Moore, Darren Bow, Darren Clarkson, David Croft, DMH, Double Think, Doug Mowat, Elbow 77, Elbow 73. Frank Mesa, Gary Crawford, Gary Smith first, Glenn Marshall, Golf Pro 27X, Gonzo's biggest fan, Hammer Smith, Hammers 01202. I think I got that right. James WH, Jamie Green, Jeffrey Stelly, Jimmy Harvey, John Lally, John X Pack Thailand. Love that. X it's just to the point. It's just accurate. Johnny Rick, Joseph P, Kevin Power, Kimbo, Lassie Hoiberg, Lee Newer, Mel Mears, Mark Lander, Matt Mainwaring, Maverick, Max Woolman, Mike Monera. Good to see you, my friend. Mohammed Murphy, Oliver Payne, Oliver Wishick, Onion Guy, Ralph enjoying the sun, Ruben, Rich, Rory, Rossi, Ryan, Savio, Scott B, Soren Scully, and Sean Turner, Syrian. I apologize, but hello. Slowbro Clay, Stevie C, Suze X, The Buzz, Toby K, Toby Parker, Tommy Dubs, Tony Bowie, Warren Storr, Woody, Alan, good to see you. Boot Hammer. Hello, everyone. In a circle, Darth Vader, I can see here. Hello, everyone. If I've missed your name, I apologize. I'm trying to catch it. Lino, I think I said Lee's name. Hello. Down on the mic. I didn't say you, sir. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are we all? Hope you're all good. And I think it's interesting today what we've gone with lineup-wise, because I can't lie. I would have chickened out and gone to 5 at the back, right? If you watch these watch-alongs, you know that I'm not too keen on defensive football. I'm all about that attacking flair, and yet I definitely would have chickened out today. I definitely would have chickened out and gone for 5 at the back, and yet David Moyes hasn't. Let's just run through it again before we talk about it. Let's just run through the lineups once more. West Ham lineup completely unchanged, bench completely unchanged. Fabianski, Kufau, Dawson Ogbonna, Cresswell, Rice Suchek, Bowen Benrahma, Fornals, and Mikhail Antonio up front, with a bench of Areola, Baptiste, Fredericks, Diop, Johnson, Coventry, Noble, Lanzini, Yarmolenko. A bit lacking up front, but there's at least people there to come on, and many defensive options. Leicester, exact same lineup as before. I don't know if it's the same bench, but it is the same lineup. Schmeichel, Ricardo Amati, Soyuncu, Thomas, Tillemans, Ndidi, Perez, Madison, Barnes, Vardy, with a bench of Ward, Albrighton, Iniacho, Chowdhury, Dewsbury Hall, Pratt, Castagna, Daka, and Sumer. Not sure if the bench is the same for Leicester, but I know the starting lineup is. I didn't check that bit because I'm lazy, but it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild that we've gone for it. And do you know what? Fair play, Moyes. Let's back this beef. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? I want to see it, and we've gone for it. And I can't lie. I'm fine with it. I'm very fine with it. Welcome, Charlie. When are we podcasting again, my friend? Alan, listen, my friend. Of course, Alan's referring to Two Spanners, One Ham and Ham's Chat Patreon exclusive podcast link in the description below. Come get involved. What are you up to Thursday? I'll DM me on Twitter. I'll DM you after this if I forget. Remind me. But we'll sort out maybe this week because I'm actually looking for some for this week. And I would love to have you back on. Mr. Pardew is here, my mentor. Good to see you, sir. Hello. All things Leeds, enjoying the punk return. It was wild, Ed. It was completely wild. Also, what I would say is, Ed, if you want to see wrestling stuff, check my Twitter on Wednesday at 6 p.m. We'll see. Well, pull my hair and tickle my elbows. Again, an inaccurate description of me, but a fun way to word it, and I respect that. Mike, how are you, Chaz? Glad you don't have the lurgy. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm double vaxxed anyway, but I am fit as a fiddle regardless. But I'm well, man. I'm well. I've got just in case we're in trouble. I have eight shortbreads that I will demolish. Got some oranges for in a bit, stuff. So we're ready to rock and roll. But how are we all feeling? What's my Twitter? It's at @ATopLad on Twitter, at @ATopLad. I don't even know if we follow each other, Ed. We might do, we might not. How are we all feeling with the lineups? Are we happy about it on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being you are furious, 10 being you are super happy. The West Ham lineup specifically, hey, unless you're a Leicester fan, if you're a Leicester fan, then tell me from a Leicester perspective how you feel. How happy are you with the lineup? Because I'm happy. I'm happy to see us going for it. It's not what I would have gone with, but I can't act like it doesn't fill me with a little bit of trepidation. I think there's going to be goals in this game when we get to the prediction stage. We'll be talking about how many goals there are. I think there's going to be a few. But how happy are you? Let me know. Ed, I'm following you, but you're not following me back. Am I not? This is disgraceful behavior from me. Give me 1 second. All things Leeds. I assume it's all things Leeds. Yeah, as I see now. All things Leeds 1, Ed. Which one is it? Ed, tell me what it is, and I will. Oh, it's Ed Macken. Look at you, little big point. There we go. I've got involved. I'll give all things Leeds a follow as well. Hey guys, if you're looking for a good Leeds channel, by the way, Ed does good stuff, especially when we come face Leeds. It's gonna be interesting stuff. Let's see what these numbers are like. Now I've fulfilled my Twitter, my Twitter delegations for the day. Darren Clarkson is nervous. What are we saying? This game has goals written all over it. Not this goals have games written all over it. David Moyes is hyped about UFC and Punk in the house. Hopefully he lasts a little bit longer at All Out. 9 says Chris Carson. Happiness. I'm up for that. No, Areola should start 7 out of 10 says Darth. Fair. Something else I would be interested to see in future actually is what happens there. But that's fair. Need Antonio to turn up tonight. 8 out of 10. Fair. That's true. Although I would say Ben Rama, Fornals, Bowen behind him. We're giving them the best chance of, even if Antonio's having a bit of a mare, that we still can get goals. We've got enough people there doing bits and pieces. 3 out of 10 says DR. I'm going to call you Doctor. Is that okay? I'm going to call you Doctor so I don't destroy it every single time. Doctor says 3 out of 10, which is rough. Is that because you would have changed the 5 at the back? Let me know. 7, 8. I'm pretty happy. 8 out of 10. Would like some new signings there, to be honest. That's the big thing. Wouldn't mind a striker on the bench is maybe something I would say. But hey, who am I to judge? Stair Webb wants to line up red. It's below me, mate. But Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbono, Cresswell, Rice, Suchek, Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals, Antonio. But it is below me at all times. We got happy because we haven't got anyone else. That you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Kimbo. You're not wrong. This is maybe something I would have done as well. Scott being saying they would have swapped. Diop, but got a feeling Dawson will score. Dawson scoring is not a bad shout. Ed, I've just seen you followed me back on @ATopLad. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Wednesday at 6. I would have gone with Diop as well, just for that pace, because their front line is fast and Dawson is not. And as I was talking to your boy Lee from American Hammers Network, a lovely man, and he was reminding me that if Dawson makes a mistake, he will not recover, whereas Diop would, and I agree. It's something I probably would have done if we stuck with 4. I can't lie. Conor Regan's 5, just straight down the line. It's Ben Rama's game today, bruv. Watch. I hope so, Samir. I hope so. I thought he had an amazing second half against Newcastle, so another one of those, and I would have been hyped. Looking good, Charlie boy. Have you lost weight? This is Charlie not been feeding you, bro. No, I have technically lost weight, yes, but it's going to be back on very quickly. I've had McDonald's today and I've got that many things to go for. It's just, it's a thing. No, Oko Flex, but Yama is in, says John. To be honest with you, I really like the look of Oko Flex. I don't usually get too hyped about youth players. I usually have a wait and see approach, but I definitely would. I can't lie. It's exciting. He's the one I think is going to break through more than Odebeku, although we need Odebeku on the bench because, striker. Suchek scores a header. Lanzini winner tonight. It's a strong shout. 7 out of 10. Another famous Antonio celebration today. Would be good. I will check my DMs in a second, Alan. A sec. Do you rate Masuaku? I think I rate Masuaku in that he's very, 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 very good on the ball. He can dribble like no. He's probably the best. He's probably maybe not the best, but he's certainly one of the best dribblers at the club. But he can't really do anything with it. His crossing's poor. His passing's poor. His defensive work's poor. I think if we playing a back five, I like him playing the wing back role with Cresswell at left centre back. I do enjoy that, but and he's good in a counter attacking side because you can just pass him the ball and let him run up the pitch, and it just alleviates pressure. But he's certainly one of the first names I would look to upgrade on. To be fair, prediction: Rice man of the match performance. I think that's very fair. I think you're onto a strong one there. Let's scroll down because it's all over the shop. When's kickoff tonight? It's at 8 p.m. We are 20 minutes away. Not 10. We are 20 minutes away from kickoff. It's all kicking off in 19 minutes now. Live from the London Stadium in Stratford. Fans back at the London Stadium properly in a Premier League game for the first time in a hot minute. Interested to see... do you know what I'm interested... I'm waiting for on Twitter later on when people post videos of bubbles from beginning of the game. That'd be fun. I'm excited for that. Is Areola injured? Sky Sports News says Fab starts. Fabianski is starting, but Areola is not injured. He is on the bench. He's on the bench at the beneath me. You can see the lineup at all times. Bowen, Doctor says Bowen's going to have a great game too. I think he played well against Newcastle, but without luck. Yeah, I agree. I think Bowen's stepping up again. I've been unconvinced by Bowen last season. First 6 months, I thought he was unplayable. Next bit, I was like, and I think he's starting to whir those gears again, which is good to see. Barnes and Vardy will cause Dawson problems. That's my big concern. Good luck, Rice and Souček, for having to try and cover that. Good luck, Ogbonna. Good luck to everyone in defence because it's a lot to deal with when you're playing forward at the back. You're talking Barnes, you're talking Vardy, you're talking Perez, you're talking Maddison. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So it's going to be it's going to be a thing. David Moyes says, if it's a challenge they want, I sure can give those two the likes of which they've never seen. Just coming in, big maneuvers, you know? All I'm saying is if we see Dawson can have the worst game in the world, but if he two-fits someone, I'm fine with it. Ben X is asking for the best streams, can't find one. Well, Ben X, allow me to tell you, if you are looking for a stream, link in the description below. Join our Discord. It's free to join. Good community there, just to have nice conversations with everything else. Good people. Click on it. There's a bit called Stream Links. We almost always... In fact, I don't think there's a game we've missed without one. Go and have a gander. There should be streams in there. Have a gander. Because we obviously won't be showing it here. Because Susan will kill us from YouTube. She'll come in and fly kick me. She'll give me a GTS. There you go. There's your wrestling reference for the day. Not that I'm wearing a wrestling t-shirt at the same time. This still good to see you, Jeffrey. Just finished the first day of school here in the US, hoping the game today goes a better. Listen, commiserations. I've probably said this before, but as someone who has family who work in schools, commiserations. It's a thing. It's a thing. I think on transfers, Moyes trust Moisey like we are so used to tons of transfers, which are terrible. So hopefully David's plan works. That's the hope. That's the hope, Darth, mate. I don't have any faith in Moyes when it comes to transfers, particularly. I think we need more numbers than it looks like we're going to get in, but we just got to hope that the people we do get in will be good. And to be fair, look, if we're getting Zoom or if we're getting who was the link to today? I saw a link earlier on. Who was it for? Bamba, wasn't it? I mean, these are interesting names at least that I'm not against. So we'll see. I'm a bit disappointed by it so far, but we will see. You have not missed sub bingo yet, Willie players, and some food chat happens consistently. You can never miss that. But I'll tell you what, because we're 15 minutes away from kickoff, let's get some sub bingo going, shall we? Listen, everyone, sub bingo, the game where we predict when David Moyes will make his first substitution. He's reverted to type a little bit. He's going late at the moment. I saw on Twitter people were talking about Man United bringing on Jesse Lingard for only 5 minutes, and I was like, we don't do much better here. So sub bingo, the game where we predict when the first substitution will be made. I'm going 69 minutes as per usual, but I'll tell you what, I'll bring up the subs bench just in case you want to look at it. I'm saying 69 minutes. I'm saying Noble for Benrahma. From 69 minutes. Minutes is the only thing that counts. Minutes is the only thing that counts. That's just the S for it's just for swag. It's just for clout reasons. You know what I mean? Yeah. If we get, I'll go through the sub bingos in a second. Gonzo's biggest fan. GBF. If we get Bambo, it'll be massive. I agree. I would very much like that. I think that's a very, very interesting shout. We'll see what happens though. Is this a Europa game? No, it's a Premier League game. Match day 2 of the Barclays Premier League. Just seen someone else followed me on Twitter. West Ham Alex. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate you for following me. What are we saying? George is saying, evening. Good to see you, George. We'll go through score predictions fully in a second, but good to see you. Just knocked back a sizable Chinese. Now I need... Yeah. What did you have? You can't be putting stuff... You can't be putting stuff like that out there. Talking about a Chinese and not providing. Absolutely fuming. Alan, I've just seen what you sent me on Twitter. I'll try and put it up in a second. Let's go through these sub bingo, shall we? Right. Where were we? Was the first one? That was the first one. GBF Yarmo at 78th minute. That's fair. I can see that happening as well. Injury 24th minute. Every time someone says injury, it just stresses me out. 69th minute. Areola on for Craigie boy. Yeah, a double goalkeeper situation. Let's go. Let's just go wild. Sub bingo 87. He's super aggressive. I think probably the most accurate one. So far, 79 minutes, Yarmo for Antonio, 74. What else we got? 91st minute, game changer. Yes, Irons J, bringing heat for like 2 minutes of stoppage time. You'd love to see it. 65th minute, GW Piper coming all the way from Periscope. Good to see you, my friend. Come join in YouTube, subscribe, like all that good stuff. Do you know what I mean? But Manu on. I would like to see Lanzini actually. Do you know what? It's nice having good players on the bench, even though there's not enough. It's just nice being able to say, yeah, we can sub on Lanzini. 76th minute, 78th minute, sorry, 72 minutes, Yarmolenko for Antonio, 74, Fredericks for Bowen. Again, that's another one that's interesting to me from Facebook. Ian Mears is saying Fredericks for Bowen. I keep forgetting that we could play Ryan Fredericks there, and I'm not against it. I'm actually pretty strongly for it. In fact, actually, I'm thinking about it a bit more. I would love to see Fredericks come on at right wing today. A bit of a Villa type thing going on. I'd be for that. 74th minute, Lanzini, Benrahma. Sub bingo, first minute after Vardy runs past Dawson and breaks poor guy's ankle. Messi did a Boateng the other year. Listen, hear me out. This is what we're going to do, right? What we're going to do is I'm going to say that Dawson's going to break someone's legs. What minute it would be? 79 minutes, 70th minute, Yarmo. 72, D up 79, Fredericks for Antonio. What's a GTS? Harry, come on, it's a go to sleep. It's CM Punk's finishing maneuver. Don't get me started. Owen is insistent that it's the Europa League game, man. It's a Europa game. Let's get involved then. Change the border. It's Europa League. Come on, boys. Why not? Yarmolenko for Bowen. Mo Bamba. No, Jonathan Bamba. In this 33 minutes. Bro, stop stressing me out. 8th minute, Yarmo for Bowen. Worried about Dawson. We've got a lot coming in. What's my Twitter says? Darth Vader. It is at A Top Lad. At A Top Lad. Dab. That's sort of life I lived. Do I regret dabbing? Maybe, but I've done it now. Now, first West Ham sub will be second minute. Actually, after this bone is indeed shit. Stop it. So there we go. I mean, there's a lot of sub bingos coming in. I think there's some accurate ones. I think it's going to be late though. I can't lie. Do you have live stream here? We do. Check out Discord, link below, get involved, have fun. Rice going to score one today. Okay, let's get on to scores then, shall we? We're just over 10 minutes away from kickoff. Let's get on to scores. What are we saying? How dare you, Alan? It wasn't me, bruv. It's the TV. It's one of those things, you know, when like pictures, when like paintings, eyes follow you around the room. It's that. It's not me. It's not to do with me, mate. Hear me out. Score predictions, big plays. The Shadow Striker, come on City. Good luck. Thank you very much. Good luck to you. Shadow Striker, how are you feeling about Leicester's lineup? Let me know. How are you feeling from a Leicester perspective? I'm interested. What's happening on Wednesday? A wrestling thing, 6 p.m. on my Twitter account. You could probably figure it out. I mean, score predictions. Let's get into it. What are we saying? I am pretty confident, but I do think there's going to be goals. Now, that second half against Newcastle was very good. I can't lie, that second half against Newcastle was very good. We stepped up. I was concerned after that first half. I was like, we do have levels to go up here, but we have to take them up. We have to step up to there. But are we going to do it? Will we be able to do it? And we did with aplomb. And that gives me some confidence today. That gives me confidence, but I do think we're going to concede because Leicester are certainly better going forward than Newcastle ever will be. And we're a little bit... susceptible, let's say. But I'm going to back it. I'm going to go second game in a row. You ready for this? 4-2. What? Say something. Confidence. Let's go. Say it with your chest out. Roll the shoulders back. 4-2. 4-2. You know what I mean? 4-2. I think that's a bit bold, but I've gone with it. And before I read out yours, remember, like the video. If you're new around here, subscribe. Come get involved. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. It always means a lot. This is my thing. And I do it by myself every single game I'm here. So I appreciate you all. There's 330 of you in here at the moment, and there's 147 likes. If that's already mad. That's already mad. So like the video if you're enjoying it. I just appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new around here. All that good stuff. Patreon.com/channel in the description below. Let's check out those score predictions. I think I've gone too bold. I already regret mine. All things lead saying 4-1. Appreciate it. 5-1 West Ham. Trust me, I guarantee it. And it's a Swiss Tony guarantee. Listen, Steve and Kyle, that was a bold prediction. Almost a bold. Inner Circle's gone 5-3. 8-goal thriller. I'd be very happy about that. I would be very happy about that. 4-3 Antonio doubled. Some high scores right now. 3-1, 4-1. AA after 62 minutes, sure. 33. Why did I read it like that? 3-3. We'll go 3 out. Sean stressing me out. George, although why does this stress me out less? It's still the same thing. George Piper 3-3 King Pablo brace. I would love that. I flipping love Pablo Fornals, man. Oh boy. 1-1 Benny to equalise. Would equally love a Benny performance. I think it's going to be high. 4-0, I'll show them all about total football. Fair. The Shadow Striker from Leicester point of view says quite happy with it. Pretty much all of our centre backs are out. Yeah, I did notice that you're I did notice. I mean, look, so you should coming back is good, but I didn't trust Amati at centre back personally. But it's good. I mean, what's your score prediction, Shadow Striker? Let me know. Mark Noble hat-trick in first half after 8th minute injury sub for Greg Dawson because Leicester are noob. Says Andrew McFarlane. Fair. It's a bold prediction. I can't lie to you, mate. It's a bold prediction. The doctor says 4-4, 2-1, 3-2. Turn them over again. 3-0, 3-2. I mean, that's kind of what's giving me confidence, GBF. I can't lie. 3-2 says Casey. 0-0 may have the least exciting game of the season. Hope I'm wrong. I mean, look, Monday Night Football's back. We're here. A 0-0 could be on the cards, and I'd be hyped for it. Come on. I've got a cup of tea next to me. Means nothing. Jeffrey Stelly says 2-2. I'm trusting me. Jeffrey's a wise man. 3-1, Kufal, Dawson, Antonio. There's a lot of people saying a Dawson goal today. I'm appreciating that. High scoring draw, says the doctor. 2-2 Brexit, Beckenbauer, Mark Henry, Vardy, Barnes. Fair. Harry Parker's saying, thank you for the clarification. Listen, mate. Listen. You want clarification on anything wrestling? I got you. You know what I mean? Go for a 3-2 victory. Oh my God, the chat just skipped massively. 3-1, 3-2. Hi from Czech Republic. Come on, Hammers. Good to see you, Veli. Thank you very much for coming. Good to see you. Hope it's all going well over there. 4-3 Lanzini top corner inside box. Would love to see 2-1 Hammers. Johnny, what's your Twitter, bruv? I'll say it one more time, top lad. Why not? Let's farm the followers today, shall we? Let's farm the followers. 3-3. West Ham today, they're going to surprise you. Believe me, says Anis. I believe you, mate. I believe you. 3-1 us. Fair. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Fornals will run the show. I just love Pablo Fornals. I can't lie to you. Dawson Hatchick and a Mickey Brace. 3-1, 2-1, 3-2, 1, 3-1. Let's get through the rest of these quickly because the chat keeps skipping. I like Leicester, but they will fall tonight. 3-1 West Ham. Fair. 3-1 West Ham. Kufal 2 assists. 2-1. Trying to get home for kickoff. Brad, I wish you the best of luck, my mate. You've got 5 minutes left. You've got 5 minutes. Match abandoned after 2 minutes where fans run onto the pitch and Nice fan style. That was wild. I was doing Two Spanners, One Hammer, the Hammer Strap Patreon exclusive podcast yesterday, and flipping hell. It was all kicking off when I saw that. They were like, oh, have you seen what's going on? I'm like, no. Okay. Streams, check below. Have a gander. 3-2, 3-1, 1-0. 1-0 Leicester, says Kerry. Who are you, foe? 3-2 winners. 1-0. Like, it's just... I mean, foe's not here, so you're bringing it back. I'm hosting soccer practice in 30 minutes. What drill should we do? Do that. Suggestions for drills, by the way, from chat to Jeffrey. Let Jeffrey know. Scott B saying give them goes. I reckon do, you know, them ones. Trying to think what it is. I'm trying to think of like when I used to play PES a lot as a kid, and I used to do the training a lot as a kid because I don't play when I play computer games. I don't ever do the training. I just go straight to it because I'm a man. But I used to do. I'm trying to think. I just do triangles is always good. Bit of the is it called Redonda? Charlie, maybe implement no spoilers in chat. You can't control the chat, unfortunately. As much as I would like to, I can't control it. I do try to avoid all spoilers. Just don't be mugs. Do you know what I mean? As everyone knows, I watch it significantly behind because flipping Now TV on my mobile phone means it's like, oh, you want to see it, but like 3 minutes after everyone else. So, you know, it's a stress for me because I watch it on my phone. But look, just be sensible. I can't control the chat though. Eric, I'll be real. I could try, but you know what it's like. There was no big trolls last week. Maybe it'll be trolls this week. Who knows? We are 3 minutes away from kickoff. So I will say this. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're heading off to watch the game, enjoy it. Come back for halftime if you want. We'll be here. Geo will be here briefly at halftime as well. And then, of course, I'll be here all the way through to the end of the game where I'll be handing across to Geo and Gonzo for their live review. Every day, every game, I'm here. All of the flipping time. Come get involved, subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. This up to 165 likes. What a time to be alive. Thank you very much, everyone. And we're just a few minutes away kickoff. I will tell you, of course, when we kicked off on my screen. If you're wondering just how far behind I am, you'll be aware. You'll be made aware. I can't get the brightness up on my phone. I'm having a mare here. Oh, man, why do you pay for Now TV when you literally tell us how to get a stream for the game? Because I need to. It's a long story, Ed. It's a long story. It's to do with like consistencies, and because I'm sitting here doing a watch along, and then I'll be trying to like imagine watching a watch along where someone's trying to click through to get a stream. I've watched them before. It's not great, so it's useful. You know, it's useful. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. I apologize again. Weren't me, but I appreciate it. Enjoy the game. Greg, take care, my friend. Hope you enjoy it. Big dubs incoming. Come on, your irons and all that good stuff. Is he not always, Eric? Is he not always? Is what I would ask. Enjoy the game. All come on, your irons. Thank you very much for coming, Chris. The boys are walking out. Let me try and get this flipping brightness on my phone sorted. Because that, I don't know if you can see that, it's dark AF. It's stressing me out. It's stressed. The thing's just not there, bro. The thing's just not there. No, it won't turn. Oh, I'm having a mare. I'm having a mare. Now TV's stressing me out. Start again. Here we go. Come on. Why won't you come up? Do you know what? I'll deal with it after. Charles Obi, cool, bro. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Oh, yeah, I can balance it on the flipping shortbread. What a time to be alive. Hi, Charlie. Just in time. Good to see you, Dave, Ben. 3-1 irons. Yes. You need a second monitor. I've got a second monitor, Ed. I've got two. I've got one here. And this is where things are happening. I've got one here. Also, Ed, I may be switching back to OBS from StreamYard at some point in the near future, which would mean I wouldn't be able to have this. It would be way too complicated because I want to have the old setup. I like the old setup. You know what I mean? This feels lesson to me. So just before kickoff, we'll go through the lineups once more time, just in case you haven't seen it. West Ham lineup as such: Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Rice, Souček, Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals, and Mikel Antonio up front. Versus Leicester's lineup of Schmeichel, Ricardo, Amati, Soyuncu, Thomas, Tielemans, Ndidi, Perez, Madison, Barnes, Vardy up front. The benches are West Ham's Areola, Baptiste, Fredericks, Johnson, Diop, Don't know why I read them the wrong way around. Coventry, Noble, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, and Leicester line up with Ward, Albrighton, Iniacho, Chowdhury, Dewsbury Hall, Prayer, Castagna, Daka, and Sue Mayor. If you're looking for a stream, click the link in below. Discord, join, get involved. If you're sticking around, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll have some fun. We'll talk through. We'll talk the game. We'll talk it through together. We'll see a big dub together. That's the aim. That's the goal. And if you don't come back at halftime, come back at full time. Thank you very much. Now, kickoff is about to happen. Getting DMs from work, which is not a good time. Not a good time. Here we go. Just seeing the lights. Top goal scorer, Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio today could become, if you don't know this, which you probably should, Mikel Antonio could become the top Premier League goal scorer of all time for West Ham United. He's already joint top with Paulo Di Canio. 1 goal, and he becomes the top, which is wild. I'll ask this for everyone actually, just while I'm waiting for kickoff to happen on my screen. Is Mikel Antonio a legend for you? It's a topic that's going around a lot. I heard it mentioned on the pre-show, the build-up as well. Is Mikel Antonio a legend for you? I mean, he's got so many goals. It's difficult to say no, right? It's difficult to say no. Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. Thank you, Sonic B. I will let you know when it kicks off. Sean Scully saying definitely. I mean, he's got to be up there, right? I mean, he's got to be up there. I mean, I don't know if I'd say it myself, but he's got to be up there. He's got to be up there. If he scores, will you call him a striker? And yes, he's a legend. I'll call him something. Jeffrey. I don't know what. We'll have to see when it happens. He's got to be up there. I don't know if I'd call him a legend, but at the same time, I'm like, man's got the goals to back it up. You know what I mean? I mean, and he does it with such swagger. And I think he's cult. I think cult hero is probably fair. I don't know. It's weird with Mikel. It's weird. I don't know. The top goal scorer in Premier League history for West Ham. To be fair. Yeah. Right, the back kickoff is about to happen. Pablo Fornals is standing over the ball. Everyone's just taken a knee. Just so you know, when I kick off, just so you know, they're up. And we are underway. It is West Ham United versus Leicester City in their Premier League. Live from the London Stadium in Stratford. We've kicked off. I'm going to change that to that now. There we go. You know, I'll say this, right? I wouldn't mind a 0-0 that way. I don't have to do any Photoshop stuff during the stream. Do you know what I mean? For my own personal reasons. I mean, my prediction was just wild. That's just another 7 things I've got to do. So Rice has no chance then because he scores nothing. No, he's a legend because he scored. You don't have to score to be a legend. Different vibes. Come on, Ed. You can't step to me here, all right? You know me and trolls. I'm untrollable. He said, Chang, absolute nonsense. Who's your favorite striker of all time? Kian, that's a big question. Favorite striker of all time. If we're talking for West Ham, see, here's where your problem is you're talking to me and I'm an idiot, right? So if you're talking West Ham, my favorite striker of all time is Carlton Cole. What a boy. Forever and ever. Amen. If you're talking just in general in football, I can't act like I don't want to say Carlton Cole again. Probably Henry. If you're talking all-time football, probably Henry. But just for West Ham, Carlton Cole, I'm not saying he's the best, but he certainly was my favourite. Last time I bought a shirt, he was on the back. That was the last one I bought. That was when he had the 24. Mikel Antonio going through. Couldn't get the pass. Bro, this is so dark. I need to be able to see more. I need my glasses. Do you know what I mean? I feel blind. And scared. Here we go. That's because I need to be able to see what's going on, boys. Please, Sky. I need to reply to that message. I need to remember to reply to my work messages. This is a risk. I've balanced it on top of a pint glass, which is full of water, that's just bad. I don't know why I'm even considering it, but I've done it now. I've done it. What can you do? Let's just do that. See you later. Good to see you. Bye-bye now. Right, here we go. Van Basten. Unreal Van Basten. I've never seen Van Basten play. The highlights you see of Van Basten. It just fell. That was terrifying. The highlights I've seen of Van Basten, of course, absolute baller, but I've never watched him play. Whereas Henry, I saw a lot of. He was growing up. My God, it fell again. Growing up, he was the striker. I'm just going to move that because that's just terrifying me. Growing up, he was the striker. So I've seen a hell of a lot of Thierry Henry. But Van Basten's a shout, probably more as a legend. Exactly, 18 score goals. There you go. Classy, check the stream link section. If not, have a look in general, see what people are saying. Someone might be able to help you there. I don't know who's around in the Discord at the moment because I'm not, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But Burnkamp was a bit of a beast. Burnkamp was a beautiful boy, wasn't he? So good. Just, you know what I mean? Just what a boy. What an absolute boy. I can't act like I don't love that Arsenal team from back in the day. I cannot act like I don't love that Arsenal team from back in the day. So many absolute ballers. I also can't act like I didn't have a slight sweet spot of when Lundberg came to us because of it. But we move. Zlatan. I mean, full stop. End of discussion. It's over. It's over. Zlatan. It's done. Done out here. You know what I mean? Done. I'm doing a Brock Lesnar when I was done out here. I respect it. I flipping love Zlatan as well. Do you enjoy rugby league as well, or just football? I don't watch rugby. I used to play rugby. I'm actually good at rugby because I'm big. But I never watch rugby. I just can't. I can't be asked. I just can't be asked. My sports are football, obviously, professional wrestling, Formula One. They're the big ones. I watch the big stuff when it happens. Like for example, I'll watch the final of, say, I'll watch the Super Bowl or whatever when it happens. But those are the ones I track. You know what I mean? But even then, Formula One, I'm out of the loop for about a year now because I just haven't been concentrating. All over the shop. I'm just terrible. What I'm saying is I'm just terrible. There's only one striker that comes to my mind, Diafra Sakho. He scores when he wants, which was a lot at the beginning and then not a lot very soon after that. But movement. You want to talk about just strikers with pure instincts. Diafra's up there for us over the last 10, 15 years. Mikel Antonio on the ball. He's such a wobbly man, isn't he? Mikel Antonio constantly looks like he's playing at Hackney Marshes. He just does. He just looks like he's playing at Hackney Marshes at all times. And I respect that. It frustrates me, but I respect him. Shot from range, saved by Kasper Schmeichel. Right at the hands of some Kasper from Ben Rahman there, but a nice little link-up play from West Ham on the edge of the area. Declan Rice collected the ball, played it in towards, I think it was Jared Bowen, finds Antonio, who tried to flick it on. It bounces out. No, sorry, it's Fornals who tries to flick it on. Bounces off the Leicester defender, ends up at Ben Rahman's feet, who hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Rangefinder for Ben Rahman, can hit it from range, so we'll see what happens, but rangefinder 6 minutes in, it's fine with it. It's fine, isn't it? Who's your favorite WWE wrestler? Now we're talking. Now we're having conversations. Who is my favorite WWE wrestler? Currently, Kevin Owens of all time. Eddie Guerrero. Currently though, look at Owens is unreal. He can do everything. Also, he's a big lad like me, so I respect it. Also, that one picture of him with JBL's hat on over the headset. Oh, good times. When you think how many truly great players the Dutch have had, it really have underachieved. I mean, listen, the Dutch sides have always kind of wild. And then when they don't have a big team, they overperform. It's weird. But you gotta love it. You gotta appreciate the Dutch system, just producing boys. People like Ajax, just producing boys. You know what I mean? We move. Roman Reigns is better. Well, he's doing well at the moment. I'll give him that credit. He could learn to maybe stop talking a little bit, but he's getting traction, so you can't knock it too much. Favorite West Ham flop? I've always had a soft spot for Redditch. It's a good shout. Razovan Rat was a big one for me, just because he had that one picture. I said this on My Hams 11 when I did My Hams 11, like a year, would have been the beginning of lockdown, wasn't it? But I love Razovan's Rats. That one picture of him in the onesie was always a good time for me. It was always a good time. So I'll stick with Raz. I'll stick with Raz. Shout out, you know what I mean? Shout out. Do it, Answer. Good to see you. You all right? How's things, mate? How's things? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. I really like Seth Rollins. Bro, his match from SummerSlam. Best match on the card. I mean, it was going to be anyway, but like, just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just hang on. Hacksaw Jim Duggan would have taken down Eddie. Irons Jay. Blast. To be fair, look, he's got wood. Not like that. CW's a rat fan. Listen, you can't tell me it wasn't a good picture. Remember Smashy Abu? This is the thing. I know Smashy Abu, obviously, and I've seen a lot of stuff about Smashy Abu, but I don't actually remember him being at West Ham for some reason. My brain just like whenever we talk about it, whenever I talk about him, I'm always talking about other people's memories. Oh my God, I just saw the possession stats. West Ham on 28 and like Leicester on 72. Jesus Christ. But I don't remember. I don't remember him being a West Ham player at all. Like it's just not something it's just. Do you know what I mean? It's just not there. It's weird. Like Zarate, if he's considered a flop. I mean, I don't think I'd consider him a flop. Maybe slightly disappointing. But I wouldn't call him a flop. Dave. But I mean, that's fair enough. Fair enough. West Ham fan says, hi, you're my fave. Thank you, West Ham fan. You're mine. Good to see you. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Jeff Hardy in his prime with something else. Oh, yeah. Big Jeff. I mean, Jeff, the thing is with Jeff as well, he just keeps going. Like now, I don't think he's doing nothing spectacular, but like even as far back as a couple of years ago, he was still doing his thing. You'll see them. We're going full Route 1 or what we are. I think this is what's interesting to me, right? Is we've gone with this 4 at the back, which I was shocked by to an extent because I was like, oh my God, he's gone 4. He's gone 4 instead of 5, which is what I would have gone with, because 5 would have given you. We could have gone for that classic counter-attacking style that we went for last time we faced them, right? Last season, but we seem to be doing that anyway. Except we're doing it with 4 at the back, which is probably. I mean, playing a very, very defensive style is probably for the best. I mean, don't get me wrong. Having doing it at home, whatever, but it is probably for the best. I can't say it's not. Even though it's you know. But we do have we have the boys on the pitch to do something a bit different if we need to. We'll see how it goes. 10 minutes in, 0-0. It has been a bit Route 1, and it has been all Leicester City really, but we'll see. Ben Rotman did have that one, and Leicester aren't producing anything unreal from their chances. Do you know what I mean? They're having a lot of the ball, but they're not really doing a hell of a lot with it. But we'll see. Leicester haven't fully got up to speed yet. Do you think that Ben Rama will play more? I do. I think Moyes is showing more faith in him now. I think Jesse Lingard not being here does help a lot. I think if Jesse Lingard was here, potentially he would play ahead of Ben Rama significantly more, because we know Moyes does love him some Bowen and does love him some Fornals. So I do think that if we sign Lingard, Ben Rama will step down. But until then, we're seeing him more and more, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it personally. I'm big. I'm just big into it. Do you know what I mean? Clash between Ndidi there, and I think it was Souček. I'm not entirely certain. Leicester trying to break away. There's a lot of people back. Leicester just running into dead ends. I think that was Harvey Barnes there, just trying to do anything, and he just couldn't do it. Because we had about 18,000 people back just stopping him. Like, no, you can't. David Moyes is not a fan of non-stop non-psychology and spot fests. That's why he comes with big, hardy tactics like today. Big Route 1 techers. He was referring to football. He wasn't even talking about wrestling. Jeremy, hi, off topic. I'm never on topic, mate, so I won't worry too much about it. Does Lingard's inclusion for Man United at the weekend mean we now have no hope of signing him? I don't think so. I think you could read into it saying that maybe it means we're less likely to, or that however the process is going right now, it's not like he's anywhere near close. We could read into that, certainly. But what I would say is I don't think it means we don't have any hope. I think I would be surprised if by the end of this window we don't have Jesse Lingard at the club. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. But I would be surprised if by the end of this window we do not have Jesse Lingard at the club. It just seems like something that's going to happen to me. I don't know. We'll see. Moyes won't drop West Ham shot from Declan Rice. About as high and wide as you're ever going to see a shot. Moyes won't drop Ben Rama now. He's doing what Moyes wants instead of showboating and losing the ball like last season. That's very fair. That's very fair. Just talking about what happened, by the way, the ball gets headed away from Leicester. Declan Rice steadies himself onto his strong foot from about 25 yards away. And it's good. You know what I mean? This is what I mean, Migsy. I think he's certainly. I think Moyes is showing a lot more faith in him than he would, because realistically, even if he wasn't super happy with him, he could still play Lanzini, right? He could still put Lanzini in there ahead of him, and we know Moyes liked Lanzini a lot the first time around, and has shown faith in him a couple of times the second time. So he's showing faith in Ben Rama, but I do think if Lingard came back, it would spell the end of Ben Rama's at least row of starts, like it did last season. He had like 5 starts in a row, whatever it was. And then Lingard came in and he was instantly out and never came back in again for starting. So we'll see, because I do think Lingard will turn up, but we will see. If we sign Zuma, Bamba, and possibly Jay Lings, I would call the transfer window a success. Leicester on the attack now, down the left-hand side. Again, Harvey Barnes trying to wobble his way through. Lots of West Ham boys just standing in his way. They tried to get through, but unsuccessfully. West Ham's clearance away wasn't outstanding, but they do end up with the ball. And try to recycle possession. That was a forceful pass. If we sign Zuma, Bamba, and possibly Jennings, I'll call it a success. I mean, probably Pardew, Mr. Pardew. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. After an incredibly slow start, I would be happy with that because I think they're all first-team players as well. Bamba's the risk out of all of them, I guess, but I'm more than happy. It's a risk worth taking. You know, it's not a risk where you look at it and you go, "Excuse me, what? Pardon?" No, it's a risk worth taking there. So I would be happy, and I would back that. I would back it being a success, but that's if of course we get those 3, which I don't think we will. Bamba, for example, I don't think will happen. Zuma, I'm 50-50 on. Bamba, I don't think will happen. Jay Lings, I'm pretty certain. Steve, my prediction: West Ham 2, Leicester 1. Comment your lines. Good to see it, Chris. Good confidence. I'm liking it. I'm vibing it. Doing the brew theme, aren't I? Like that, you know. Adam Frankel, absolute prick. Shot wide from West Ham United. I'm sorry. That was harsh. Sorry, mate. Love to see Pardew. Listen, Mr. Pardew is here to give us the guidance that I can't give. You know, he's my mentor. He's my guru, my sage. When we need advice, we turn to Mr. Pardew because he's the one who's got it, not me. Now here. Sorry. It just came out. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Can we stop spreading this rumor that I'm West Ham Clips, please? Could we please stop spreading this rumor that I am West Ham Clips? It's constant, and I don't need it. Okay, I don't need it. I'm nowhere near as talented as West Ham Clips is. That's just a fact of life. I'm not. I wish I was, but I'm not. So can we please stop spreading it? It's disrespectful to Clips more than it is me. Let's be real about it. Thanks for coming, Adam. I'm sorry for calling you a prick. Sorry. Leicester still in complete control here, really. We're countering relatively well. To be fair, we're producing shots at the end of it. None of them have been great so far. Don't get me wrong. But we are at least in the process of countering relatively well. Problem is Leicester are in complete control of it, but that's okay. I don't mind. Look, if we end this game with 20% possession, I don't really mind. I'm fine with that. I would be more than okay with that, you know, but if we win, And I think that's kind of the goal here. We are playing that defensive style of football that I would have expected with 5 at the back. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. Also, while we're talking about clips, because now everyone's talking about clips because of flipping Adam Frankel, which monster, you're going to have to ignore my lovely pink pajamas. They're not really pink. They're more of a rouge. Do you know what I mean? They're more of like a rouge. But while we're talking about clips, seeing as everyone is, because of flipping Adam Frankel, Clips' DVD, go get it. It's really good. It's really good. Go get Clips' DVD. Again, I don't benefit from that because I'm not Clips, so go get it. Got nothing to do with me. I've never seen me and Clips in the same room, but I could have been because I don't know who Clips is. So I don't know this. But I just want to stress that everything Adam Frankel says is a nonsense. Exactly. Thank you. Put some respect. That's what I'm saying. West Ham tried to wriggle through with Ben Rama. He's trying it. Antonio, bro. Antonio, why is Antonio so wide all of the time? Antonio, please. Just stay in the middle. Just please. Stress. Hang on a second. Football's work's going mad here. Played in, headed away from the corner. West Ham United. Good battling for the ball. West Ham recollect possession. It's a good opportunity. Shoots. Oh, I struggled to get the words out there because I was like, they're doing a little bit. Fornals and Maddison having a bit of a discussion there. Maddison not keen on the way Fornals tried to regain possession of the ball. We did go through the back of him, to be fair, but at the same time, you know what I mean? What's your opinion on this Declan Rice news? Ask Steve. I did a video on this very channel yesterday, which people were very angry about. I looked in the comment section for 5 seconds. I got called a prick twice, and then I left. I only wasn't happy about it. My opinion is it changes literally nothing at this point. Whether or not he's happy or not with a 100 mil valuation is irrelevant. If, especially as the article says, he's happy to. He still wants to give his all and try carrying on and everything. Showing ambition, I'm more than for. Don't get me wrong. I am more than for him showing ambition and trying to and wanting to get to that top level. And if he's saying, "Oh, I'm still going to try and do everything I can for the club while he's here," and I'm not really fussed. We need to sell him. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to happen this summer now, but next summer we probably do need to sell Declan Rice to get the most amount of use out of him. But what I will say is this: that it doesn't really change anything. The evaluation is what the valuation is. What's annoying is he doesn't seem to want to sign a new contract. That's a frustration. But we'll see what happens. What's your opinion, Steve? What's your opinion? If you want more details, I did do a video on it yesterday. And again, be warned, people weren't happy, so it's probably quite bad. Who'll be our signing of the season then? Ockerflex. Probably. I mean, he's the one who seems to be making waves right now. I mean, realistically, it's going to be Areola in it, but I'd cheeky shout for Ockerflex, maybe. Cheeky shout for Ockerflex, really? Maybe. Who knows? Played in from Leicester, collected by Lucas Fabianski. Collected, easy. Perez tries to dink it across. Fabianski, bit of a quick. You know what I mean? Nosaj. How am I pronouncing that terribly? I mean, it could just be Jason backwards. Is it Jason? I don't know. But good to see you. Hope you're well. He shouldn't have a say in his valuation anyway. I mean, I guess, yeah. Do you know what? It's a non-story. It's a non-story, but it's a clickbait non-story. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of, if we're being honest, it's kind of why you make a video about it, because he gets the clicks. He can talk about his valuation and be like, I'm unhappy with my valuation, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really change next to anything. It matters not. And that's kind of the problem with everything, is it matters not. I don't know. You said it right, Jason. Backwards. Nailed it. I can't believe I noticed that. I should go on countdown. You see that? That was lightning from me. How about an orange? Okay. I do actually have... Well, I think I have oranges. Do I have oranges in my fruit bag? I have a fruit bag. Do I have oranges? I do. I have a whole pack of oranges in it. I didn't even know. Oranges. We'll get involved. We'll get involved with a good luck orange. We'll get involved with a superstitious orange. You know, we'll see what happens. Leicester trying to break their... I tell you what, we're dealing with Leicester pretty well. Don't get me wrong. They're having all of the possession, and they're getting people in decent areas. They're getting people in decent areas in the wings and whatnot else. But ultimately, it's not... Like, they're not really doing much. I think we're doing well. I'm really struck. Sorry, I'm trying to open the orange bag. Is there a better way of opening orange bags? I've never known. I just tear into them like a lunatic. I get my thing. You know what I mean? I do that, and I think it's probably a what do you call it? It's probably not a useful way of doing it. But West Ham are playing the ball well around the box. Ben Rama puts it into a dangerous position, headed away from Leicester. West Ham still trying to gain control of the ball. It's pinging about, headers everywhere. Leicester clear it away forward to Jamie Vardy, who collects it, tries to turn, can't go forward with it. Madison takes his time. Him and Pablo Fornals clashing again. That's going to be a battle all day, I feel. I feel like there's going to be a battle all day there, because they are gunning for each other right now. They are clashing in just constantly. But seems to have calmed down. I'm interested to see how that plays out. I mean, Pablo's sort of dropping a little bit deeper here. Got mid-orange people. We'll get there. Good to see, though. I love Pablo Fornals. I love him. Leicester playing the ball around now. Let's calm down a minute. Oh, good interception from Declan Rice off the mistake. Oh, quick play into Pablo Fornals. Ben Rama's there. Antonio's in the centre. Pulls it back across. Fornals! Oh, Fornals! After having a bit of a Barney with your boy James Maddison, it's 1-0, and it's Pablo Fornals with the goal. Yes. Orange will have to wait. Come on, Pabbers. It's a good goal as well. Leicester, after initial pressure, they sort of seem to have calmed down the situation a little bit. They seem to have managed to keep it tight. They are passing it around relatively calmly, but then a heavy touch from someone. I'm not sure who. Let me have a look. A heavy touch from, I want to say it's James Maddison into the part. Declan Rice is just standing there. Quick pass from Bowen to Pablo Fornals. Lays it out wide to the left for Ben Rama, who in the box pulls it back along the floor into Pablo Fornals' path, who just slots it home into the bottom corner. That's a good goal. That's a nice clean goal there. Good fresh goal from the boys. And it's 1-0. It's 1-0. I'm chatting absolute nonsense as I say it, but it is 1-0. See what's really good about that as well. Ben Rama didn't just punt it into the box. He didn't try to loft it into the box or anything else. He played it along the floor right into the path of Pablo Fornals. That's the stuff we're missing a lot of the time. Limbs. And it ends. Well, it doesn't end. It's now West Ham 1, Leicester City 0. Flipping heck. Good times. Ryazol's getting an orange involved as well. The oranges are just good luck charms, aren't they? I hate it because it does not play well with my stomach, but we're there. El Fornagador, the lucky orange. Eat more. The lucky orange. Good times. Good flipping. Good times. Good. I did a little bit in my mouth. Oh. Here we go. Scenes. Absolute scenes. Good goal. Good goal. I'm just happy he didn't try to like punt it in, because again, you get those situations where they try to cross the ball, and it's like sometimes you just play it along the box, play it along the floor. We don't do it enough. It's one of the things I praised Ryan Frederick so much. If Wally's still here, it's one of the things I praised Ryan Frederick so much for, is he actually does try to put it back along the floor. Ben Rama did it perfectly into the path of 4 hours as well, who just strides onto it without even breaking a sweat and just slots it home. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. You love to see him. What a name. Can you say hello to Megan? Hello, Megan. There you go. Hope you're well. I have an orange. It's good for you. It's good for you, and it's good for the boys. Look at that. 1-0. 1-0. West Ham playing it well again. Up, down the right-hand side. Kufal tries to dink it across. No one there. Leicester clear it away as far as, I think it's Pablo Fornals again, who lofts it into the box. Header. Just wide. Just wide from your boy Tommy Souček. Close. Good play by West Ham. Tries to play it down the right-hand side. Kufal on the overlap. The overlap. Dink into the box was headed away by Leicester, but not as far as really anyone. 4 hours, I think it is, on the edge of the box. Collects it, drives in a very good cross, and Souček just wide of the post. Close. Now I really think the oranges might actually work. Depressingly, so do I, Mr. Pardew, and my stomach is not keen because there's a lot of acid going on in there. You know what I mean? Can we get? We're at 193 likes. Can we get to 200 for my stomach? Because it's sad. Ryan Fowler, thoughts on Soyuncu? I think Soyuncu is really freaking good, man. I think he's really good. I feel sorry for him. Leicester have got a very attacking lineup, and their defense isn't exactly great right now, and he's sort of the only one who's dealing with it. But I like him as a footballer. I really like him. Looks more of a tangerine. Look, we can go into this every time, right? It's these are Nadal again. You know what I mean? These are Nadal again. Once more onto the breach, my friends. So you Google it. If it says the word orange, it's an orange. You know? Orange is giving me Godfather vibes. Someone sleeping with the fishes. Who wants death? Leicester with a decent opportunity there. Turns out to not be anything because the Ricardo just I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Say he loses his foot in. Perez finds him in a decent position. He should have just hooked it back. I don't know if he tries for goal or what, but he falls over as he does it. Goes high and wide. Can't really do much about it. You now have to eat oranges for 90 minutes for every West Ham game. Sebastian, it's getting dangerously close. I had 3 one game, and we scored 3 goals, but I did have 3. And I tell you what, it was bad. It was bad. For like 3 hours after the game, my stomach just hurt. Shots on target so far just popping up there. 2 for West Ham, 0 for Leicester. That's what I'm saying. They've got all the possession in the world, but they're not making the most of it at all. Dreams of Pablo Fornication. What a great song that is, Pocky Punk. What a great song. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to Sat already, subscribe. He's an amazing dude. Dreams of Pablo Fornication. I should probably write should I do a full cover of that? It's that thing I should do. I say I'm not going to do it, but should I? I'm not going to, because should I? Rob, you know what I mean? Tony, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Get the acid-free oranges. Is that a thing that exists? Megan's now asking, can I say hello? Hello, Steve. Steve, also have an orange. They're good for you, mate. They're good for you. You know what I mean? Get one in you, you know? Don't have too many like I do, because it hurts, but get the good vitamin C, you know? Juicy. Just a good time for all involved. Get involved, Steve. Hello. I'm living for this like story that's playing out in the chat right now. I'm living for it. There is money in that. I mean, I don't know if there is. There's probably some views in it. I'll give you that. There is probably views in it. Don't know if there's money. Well, I guess you get the AdSense from YouTube, right? Get the AdSense from YouTube. Try to eat a pill. No. It will never happen. Maybe one day I will go to like the shop. I'll go to Tesco and I'll buy flipping orange peels or whatever that are like properly prepared. But I'm not just lobbing this in. I'm not just lobbing this in me. Look how waxy that is. Leicester shot wide. Look how waxy that is. Mad. What do you take me for? Perez dragging it wide. Leicester trying again, but it's just disappointing. Just disappointing. They got into another good position though. I tell you what, they're at least getting into better positions than they were. The quicker passing's fine, but he sort of drags it across. And I tell you what, you could argue if Vardy gets a touch on that, it's a goal. I mean, it would have been difficult for him to get there, but it would be all right if he got it in. Crazy Camp 2004. Hello, everyone from the London Stadium. Good to see you, bro. Are you in the stadium? If so, that Wi-Fi seems to be working now, apparently, because every time I've been there, nope. When I had the season ticket and I tried to use it, nope. Steve Helson, hello, Steve. Steve's saying hello now. Everyone says, hello, Steve. Shout out, Steve. Do you know what I mean? All the Steves. If you're called Steve, big up yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What has to happen for you to bite into an orange like an apple? I can't. It's just a scary prospect. If we win the Europa League, we'll eat a peel. Okay, yes. If we eat the Europa League, I'll eat orange peel. How about that? There you go. Clip it. If we win the Europa League, I'll eat an orange peel because I'm confident. I'm confident with that one. I'll back that. That's free partly orange. Wally, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I don't know, never. Mr. Maniac is 1 a.m. here. Hello from India. Disappointing start from the Foxes. Good to see you, Mr. Maniac. Hope you're well. Hope it's all good. Disappointing start from the Foxes. Yes, good start from a West Ham perspective, though, and we can respect that. Do you know what I mean? If you're a Leicester fan, let me know. What do you think you should change? If you're a West Ham fan, good to see you. Subscribe, like the video. Hey, listen, we've got over 200 likes, by the way, people. We've got 204. Come on, get in there, boys. If we corner into the box, headed just wide from West Ham. Big Craig Dorsinio rising to the challenge, trying to get his header in from the corner. It was played in by Aaron Cresswell, I believe. He rises well, headed just wide. Difficult one from him. He's a bit too close to it. He's trying to pedal, and there's a lot of people in the way. Maybe Angelo Bonner, slightly better opportunity there, but it happens. Close. We need to take all these chances before they come back to bite us. I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, Leicester, look, they've had all of the possession in the world, so that's good from them. From their point of view, it is good. But I agree. I think we do need to take a chance. A second goal would alleviate the stress. It's 5:30 a.m. here in Australia. I love the content. Thank you very much. First of all, actually, I haven't asked that. Everyone, where are we watching from? I'm watching from a sort of not sunny North London, but the sun existed. Do you know what I mean? Where are you lot? What's happening? Where are you at? Love from Mauritius. Look at this. The people. Good to see you. Good to see you. Love from Mauritius. Also, maybe your name, Love. Love that. Love that. Good to see you. Best player on the pitch right now. Give me Pablo Fornals. I mean, to be fair, I think we're performing relatively well. There's not much. We're not really. Everyone's doing their role. I don't think anyone's playing particularly badly. I will say that. Pardew, Mr. Pardew, what's your thoughts on the PI takeover? We'll get into it at some point, I think. Let's see where the people are coming from. Ask me again if I forget, because I've got a lot of thoughts. Played over the top from Leicester, close. Ooh, Maddison couldn't get there. Fabianski collects it. That was a good opportunity from Leicester there. Maddison and Kufal significantly more amicable than Maddison and Fornals. Oh, Pablo Fornals. Just a little turny touch there into the ball, into the path of Antonio, who's why does Mikel Antonio exist sometimes? I swear to God. It was a beautiful touch from Pablo Fornals to flick it through to Antonio. Antonio manages to regain possession after a little bit of a dodgy thing. Tries to sort of wobble his way towards the box, and he's just looking at it, not taking the shot. And it was just bad. I don't even know what to say. He just gets dispossessed really easily, but I think it was Ndidi. It happens. Yakubu, so first of all, love to see that. Yo, I'm your biggest fan. Thank you, Yakubu. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, mate. Hello, what is Ben Rama, his owner? He's playing well, mate. He's playing well. Ben Rama is do good. Benrahma's playing well. Watching from bed at 4:40 a.m. Jealous. Very tired. Kayfley. You're just a small town in Yorkshire. Small town in Yorkshire. Good to see you, Kevin. Hopefully Vardy scores. Well, we move. We move. Sweden, of course. Good times. Just got in from work. Berlin. Yeah. Showing a replay of Pablo Fornals having a little battle there. Pablo Fornals, I'll tell you what, he's up for it today, and he's gunning for people. Oh, the step on him. The step on him. I didn't see that the second or third time. So Fornals, who's gunning for people today, he's just going in for it. He steps in to try and he's trying to get there with Jose Perez battling him. Jose Perez just big step on his ankle there. I don't think he meant it, but bloody hell. Bloody hell. Prisons as Migsy. Stress. I'm sorry, mate. Good luck. Seattle. Qatar, Luton, unfortunately. Well, it happens. Living Room, US, Barcelona, Czech Republic, Prague. Aussie. Oi. Come on, mate. Let's go. Finaldo. Love that. Where are we at? Trying to catch up with the chat because I went up instead of down, which was a problem. I know that was a bit mad, wasn't it? That was a little bit mad, wasn't it? Just a borderline red. I mean, we're getting VAR. We're getting a VAR check. It's definitely worth a VAR check. I will say that it is 100% worth a VAR check because that was absolutely bananas. I'm avoiding the chat now because spoilers will come up. Fornals puts his foot in. The thing is, I don't think he means it. I will say that. He does put his foot in towards him, though, doesn't he? I think it's unfortunate. I don't think he means it, but it is all over the shop a little bit, isn't it? The red card's out. Does that mean is he giving him a red? It's a red card. Jose Perez has been sent off for Leicester. Leicester are down to 10 men. We're almost 40 minutes into this first half, and Leicester are down to 10. I think it's a bit unfortunate from Jose. I will say that. I do think it is a little bit unfortunate. I don't think he particularly means it. We're getting a replay on the big screens. I didn't know we were going to do this season. It was rough. It was very, very rough. It's unfortunate because I don't think he means it. But he steps in towards him to try and place his foot down, and he absolutely crunches Fornals. It's a straight red. Jose Perez and Declan and Antonio are having a conversation here. Schmeichel is very angry at Michael Oliver, as is Maddison. Down to 10. I mean, that's huge for us. This is a massive opportunity for us. We should be able to close this off now. Leicester's management team here are coming on the pitch to take Jose Perez off, who's in disbelief. He's not kicking off in a major way, but he is obviously complaining about it, as you would. He's been sent off. It's stress. It's stress for him. He's been taken off now by the Leicester management team. But this is absolutely massive for us. Leicester down to 10 are going to struggle to do what they usually do and try and control the game. We're already getting the ones creating better opportunities. We need a second goal now. Hype. A second goal now. Hype. Mr. Pardew, going to head out late CW. Good to see you, Mr. Pardew. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it every single time. Thank you. I just hope is Fornals okay. That's my bigger problem here. Is Fornals okay? Can you put the match on video when it is over, please? I wish I could, mate. But I watch it on Now TV on Sky Sports on my phone, so I can't, unfortunately. I wish I could. But it is what it is. I shouldn't have clicked on it. Ignore that. Almost dropped it in water. Oh, soccer and best bits. Almost dropped it in the water, but I saved it. I just swatted it away. That was very scary. It was very scary. We're back. I'm back to doing something very stupid and balancing it. There we go. Big opportunity. Big opportunity. Free kick now for West Ham from all of that. After all the excitement, it's a free kick for West Ham about 35-40 yards out. Played in from Aaron Cresswell towards the back post. No one can get there. Rolls out for a Leicester City goal kick. Declan Rice could not get there. Richard Jimenez, reckless. He stamped that foot down to block out Fornals. I think he put it down to try and block it. It's unfortunate because obviously he doesn't need to step on Fornals at all. He tries to put his foot down in order to block Fornals off with his body. You're 100% correct about that. Ends up making big connection with Fornals' ankles. It is dangerous. It's reckless. I can see why it's a red. It's unfortunate because obviously he didn't mean it. That's why it's unfortunate. But you are 100% correct in that it was the correct thing to do. Red was the right thing to do. I don't think he meant it, but yeah, that's kind of my opinion, Monty. That's kind of my opinion. What else are we saying? He looked off balance before the tackle. He did. That's very fair. Awful challenge from Ed. Don't want to jinx it, but we've ruled this game. We are massive. Honestly, I cannot stress how much of a big opportunity this is. Leicester's dominance Leicester tries to dominate possession. They try to step to you and play football and try to play you off the park. And that's fair enough, right? They've got counter-attacking. They've got boys who would work incredibly well. I mean, look at Vardy. They've got boys who work incredibly well for the counter-attack. But at the same time, it is one of those situations where they could play. They try to dominate the possession. So can they play counter-attack? Yes. Should they at this point? Probably down to 10 men. But this gives us an amazing opportunity. We've shown in preseason and against Newcastle that with these exact people on the pitch, we do have the opportunity to really step to them, to really control a little bit and start to pull teams apart. Look at that second half against Newcastle. We pulled them apart. This is what we need to do. I think, will it happen before halftime? We'll see. We've got a couple of minutes left. But second half, certainly, we should be able to pull them apart just a little bit. Start to do something here. And I would be surprised if this game finishes 1-0. Shot blocked. West Ham in good positions here. Leicester at 6s and 7s trying to stop it. Shot from West Ham didn't come to anything. Bounces off. And West Ham regained possession on the halfway line. They are all over Leicester right now. This is a big period right now. I'll tell you what, a second goal before halftime would be absolutely beautiful. Aaron Cresswell down the left-hand side. Tried to get an early crossing, pulls it back for Pablo Fornals, who's looking okay, thankfully. He plays in a really nice ball looking for Soufal. Can't quite find him. Thomas Souček regains possession. We have pinned them back right now. There's significant, don't get me wrong, there's significantly more Leicester players in the box than there are West Ham players, but we have got them fully pinned back. We recycle possession back through defense. It's close. Might as well end the game to the side. Listen, I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. It's a red, simple, could have caused serious injury, intent or not intention. Yeah, no, you're very right, Jordan. You're very right. Fair play. Basically, yes. They've been straight out of the Paul Scholes tackling manual, a little bit. Straight out of Craig Dawson tackling manual. It was a bit Craig Dawson, wasn't it? Played in, deflects. Mikel Antonio was there, doesn't do anything for it. It bounces away, cleared. Good opportunity. Antonio is annoyed. He's having one of those games. It's not happening today. Him and Ricardo, they're just enjoying each other's company. It was dinks across, and it literally... the ball gets dinked across. I don't think Antonio is fully expecting it to actually reach him because Ricardo was there, who ducks underneath it. It bounces off Antonio's head. It was terrible. A golden opportunity, and it ends up not coming to anything, unfortunately. Getting a replay of the opportunity with Pablo Fornals getting in and around. Antonio again just slicing it. Antonio is not on it today. Look, you shoot 15 times, one of them has to go in eventually, right? And this is the numbers game that Mikel Antonio is playing right now because he is not on top of it. He's not on top of it. It's stress. I would be annoyed if one of ours got sent off for that. I mean, look, I can understand why he's frustrated and I can understand why they're disappointed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say anything else. He doesn't mean it. He did not mean it. And that is unfortunate. He means to try and block off Fornals. He doesn't mean to make any contact with him whatsoever. It just happens. It happens sometimes. You know what I mean? It's a shame, but it is what it is. So I would be annoyed about it, but I would also be annoyed that he's done something a little bit too reckless there. You know? Love, would you rather Jesse Lingard play for West Ham United permanently or for Manchester United? West Ham, obviously, I'd prefer him. He's a very good player. Do I want us to sign him? I'm 50-50 on at this point. But I think he will be a West Ham player by the end of the window. I do think that. I think he's too eager for the goal. Says Sean, yeah, probably, mate. Probably that's a fair shout. He does look, he looks like he wants it. And it's stress because when Antonio overthinks stuff, that's when the problems with Mikel Antonio start. They tend to work well when he's not thinking. When he's not got time to think about it, like that's why you don't put him on pens. We'll see. I'm confident he's going to beat it. He'll beat it in the next 3 games. That's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. But he does need to try. Diesel, no time. I want to sync. Sorry, it's because of the system we use. We can't do it. I'll say I'm on 46, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. There you go. If you want to try and sync. I am looking to get the timer back. I'm looking to change the system back to where I can have the Ultimo watch along setup that I used to have. It's just the new way we stream. I can't do it. So we'll see. We'll see. That's not a promise. It's just something I may be looking for in the future. Lingard ain't got to play football at Man United. He'd start for West Ham over Fornals since he's more consistent. He'd start for West Ham ahead of Benrahma. He wouldn't start ahead of Fornals, but he'd start ahead of Benrahma for certain. We'll see. He clearly he wants to stay at Man United, so we'll see what happens. But for the right price, Lingard is no brainer. That's by and large my opinion, Migsy. I think for the right price, you obviously can't say no. It's just, will we get the right price from him? I don't know, but for the right price, of course. Would be harsh on Benny if Lingard signs and he immediately takes his place. I agree, Johnny. This is why I'm saying I don't know if I would I don't know if ultimately I would keep. Would I go? If I was manager, would I go for Lingard, knowing that I would probably have to do something like that? I don't know. I would. I'd probably go elsewhere because I think it would be harsh. I think he's playing really well. Even today, I think he's doing well. He's not Pablo Fornals' game now. Pablo Fornals is killing it, but he's obviously playing well. I think he played very well last week as well, and he's played well all preseason. So I think it would be very harsh. West Ham trying to get the ball forward, can't quite manage it. We're almost at half time. Geo will be joining. Geo will be joining briefly for half time while I go toilet. He will sound like death, I suspect. We'll see. When I asked Geo earlier today, I said, "Would you be able to come in at half time?" He said to me, maybe, but I might fall asleep. So we'll see what happens. Will he be here? Will he not? I don't know. We'll find out very briefly. As the first half is coming to a conclusion. Newcastle United are going to have the last opportunity of the game, of the half, I should say. They're not going to get it. Halftime whistle has gone. Halftime score, West Ham United 1, Newcastle United 0. And importantly, Newcastle down to 10. Big maneuvers, big things. Huge moment in the game, I think. I feel that. Could be. I don't know. How are you all feeling? Let me know how you're feeling. Let's see what are the people saying. How are your vibes? If you're joining me again, by the way, after watching the first half, hello. You missed an orange and other such shenanigans. Good times. Let me know how you felt about that first half. Let's all hope Geo comes so I don't pee myself. Let's see. What are we saying? I'd want Lingard, but over 20 mil. I'd say no. Yeah, probably. I agree with that, Mixie. I think we're basically exactly the same on this issue. I can't lie. We'll struggle to sign players over the next 3 seasons because of European FFP. We're going to struggle to sign him for many reasons. That is but one of them. Commentators on my team, on my stream, saying that never read. What were they watching? I don't know. I think it was definitely a red, Hammer Ollie. I can't lie to you. I obviously can't hear the commentators today, but I think it was defo a red. We'll say that. Can't down an opportunity to sign Lingard if you're going to play 3 attacking midfielders. You need decent ones. Fair, Alan. I don't think you're wrong, to be fair. It's the price thing for me, but I don't think you're wrong whatsoever. I think I'm not going to be sad when we start when we carry on with the season with Jesse Lingard. Hello, right. How do you feel?
That's door, mate. Like, I'm just pretending Jose Perez gave me this and it justifies the red card slightly more.
Talk to me about this red. What are you vibing?
I think it was a red, but it's sort of, I know you're ready to explain why, and it's difficult to explain why. I don't think there is an intent as such, but it's dangerous play. I do think it's dangerous play. And I think his left foot sort of probably hovers for a split second too much. There's no need. He is off balance, but there's no need for his left leg to be extended that far, I don't think. But what it does do is it gets Kasper Schmeichel out of jail, because that pass from Kasper Schmeichel was shocking. That was a hospital pass from his goalkeeper there a little bit. Creswell's gave him a nice little nudge, put him off balance, but it's just stupid from Perez, really. I don't think he needed to do that. Yeah.
It's like he doesn't mean it, but it's just like I get why he's trying to be like, I didn't mean it, but you're like, you did it. It's unfortunate. It's an L, but it's a red. You stamped on the guy's ankle. It's reckless.
In a weird way, I think he's unfortunate that he's coming up against Fornals, because Fornals is never going to back out of that. I think other players would have backed out and let Perez have the ball, but Pablo don't back out of anything. He's offered to come out and take COVID off me. That's what Pablo Fornals is like. He's brave. He's a brave man, doesn't duck. But I think because it's Fornal stands his ground, goes in for it as well. And I think that's sort of not helped Jose Perez, but yeah, it's a red card for me.
I agree. We're on 214 likes right now. How high can we get by the time I get back from peeing?
Probably 215.
It's just hit 215. Good work, boys. We did it. Good work, everyone.
Right. I got my prediction right, didn't I?
You did. You nailed it. Good luck. I hope just survive until I get back.
Good man. Charlie's off for a piddle, so I'm left with the live chat, and I'll do my best to keep talking, but if my voice disappears at any point, I'll just click on comments and you're just going to have to read them yourself. But I'll do my best. Anyway, Ray says it's a red card all day long. He literally stumbled. I agree, he stumbled, but I don't know. I don't think he needs to do that. I think there's other things he can do, whether that is get out of the way or fall down, essentially. But it's one of those difficult things, if you like. Jeff saying it's a definite red. He thinks he didn't mean it. He thought about it, took decision, regretted it instantly. Ben Rama effective out on the left. Don't want to move for now. So, this is it. This is it, really, isn't it? And I have to be honest, before the goal and the red card, I thought if Leicester were going to get any joy, it was coming down with side Ben Rama, because there was that one occasion Pereira ran in behind and Ben Rama just didn't go with him, and the pass was overhit, went out for a goal kick. But there was a warning there for West Ham a little bit, and I didn't really think Leicester pressed that. But I have to say, I think our tactics have been absolutely bang on. I think our tactics have been 100% spot on. We're sitting deep. Leicester want to play in behind the defence. We're sitting so far back. You know, we're letting them have it in their half. They come to the halfway line, then we press. But until then, we don't care, because the attack moves up, the midfield moves up, the defence moves up, and then Jamie Vardy's got the space he needs. So if we don't move up, Jamie Vardy got no space. Simple as that, really. Alan, what's the bet? For now, shot on target. That's happened. Both teams to score. Half of that's won. Bowen score. That's not happened yet. And a Marty yellow card, which obviously hasn't happened either. Blake saying definite red card. Thinks Ben Rama's been good. I think everyone's been good. I think everyone has played well. I don't think we've got one bad performer out there at all. You know, it's a bit of a difficult watch, but we're letting Leicester have all the possession, aren't we? But that's the game plan. That's the tactics. And I think if you choose to do that, then it's okay. I have to agree with Fraser here. Fraser say we're making it look too easy. Leicester have no idea what to do. I completely agree with that. I think they're trying to play this ball over the top, and there's no room. You know, they've got to land it. They've got about 15 yards to pick out the man running behind. There's not enough room. They're constantly overhitting it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I think the tactics are spot on. The red card plays into us. Andy says his fears were in full control. Their player down, forced them to twist and try something else. I feel quite comfortable, to be honest with you, Andy. I think we'll go for the second goal. I think we were trying to get that towards the end of the half. I think we were going for it, going for the killer. And if we go 2-0 up against 10 men, I expect to see us switch to 3 at the back. I expect Fredericks to come on, or Diop to come on, or something, and we're tighten up, or Ben Johnson to come on left wing back, Creswell to drop back, and we just shore it up a little bit. We'll say, right, we've got our goals now. We're going to sit back, and it won't be the prettiest thing in the world to watch, but it's effective, and that's how I would sum up the first half for West Ham, which is we've been extremely efficient. I think the tactics from the first minute to 45th have been bang on. You know, Brendan Rodgers is scribbling notes down. He can scribble as much as he likes, because unless he tries something different other than putting the ball over the defence, it's not going to work. But anyway, I'm enjoying it, because our only worry, if you like, is lack of pace defensively. There's no room to expose that. We've removed our one weakness. Leicester don't know what to do. It's currently West Ham 1, Leicester 0. But more importantly, I think it's David Moyes 1, Brendan Rodgers 0, actually.
I strongly agree with you. Like, I was looking at it, and I was shocked by when I saw us not playing 3 at the back. I was like, "Oh, are we going to step to him?" And I wasn't against that. You know what I'm like? I like my attack in football, so I'm not going to complain. But we've played smart. We might be playing the 4 at the back, but we've played smart, and we've done the right thing. Leicester are going to step to us. We know what Brendan Rodgers does. He's going to come. He's going to try and control the game, and we've gone, okay, go on then. And then when we haven't done it, we've smacked him. And the front line are having a good game, apart from Mikel Antonio. He's making stuff happen, but the guy can't put the ball in the net. which is frustrating. But he's having a good game.
On, Charlie.
He's having a good game. No, listen. Don't waste your voice. He's having a good game. He's He's creating good opportunities. He's just being very unlucky because it keeps getting to the opportunity. Like that one where he thinks Ricardo's going to header it and he goes off and it just bounces off his forehead. And you can see in him, he's like, oh, but it's going to happen for him. It's just a case of when it does. Not a criticism. Don't waste your voice. I don't want to, don't stress it.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you off with that one. I agree. I think Antonio's busy. He doesn't do anything for our goal, but his run just occupies both centre-backs. He's running into that box. Both centre-backs are running with him. Leaves all the space behind for Bowen and Fornals. And in the end, all three of them are in a row waiting for that cross from Benrahma. If Fornals misses it, Antonio's there. I think, like I said, efficient is the word I would use to describe our first half. Every single player, I think, played really well. I don't think we're playing amazing. But we don't have to play amazing tonight. When the tactics work, you don't need individual performances to some extent. And I think I'd rather see a team performance win a game than us rely on a Jesse Lingard or something where if Jesse don't turn up, we're in trouble a little bit. I think with Leicester, Tielemans hasn't turned up and they're struggling. He's trying these 30-yard balls over the top every 2 minutes. Not one has come off yet. And so Tielemans has not come up. Leicester's game plan just stopped. I think... Yeah, like I said, I think Perez got sent off for dangerous play. I think Moy should get sent off for dangerous play on Brendan Rodgers because he's getting absolutely shafted on that touchline so far. It'd be interesting to see. Pressure's on Rodgers now. Moyes can look at Brendan Rodgers and say, what are you going to do? You've got to do something, and then I'll react to what you do. Unless we go 2-0 up, then I think you'll see a switch to 3 at the back and just kill the game. We'll sit back. We'll soak up the pressure. Bish, bash, bosh. Happy days.
And what's your score prediction now? Halftime? What are we saying?
I'm going to say 3-0 West Ham.
I went wild before the game. I said 4-2 West Ham. I think that's maybe a bit insane, but I could see 3 goals. I'd say 3-1. Let's back that. I'll still back them to get a goal because I do think. And before you go, can you tell Too Cool that I'm a lethal striker, please? You've seen me play football. I'm lethal, mate.
I agree with Too Cool. You need to shut up.
Well, okay.
I'm going to click on some comments, and you've got to read them out because I can't.
Okay. Happy Hour Podcast. Hello, Jack says you sound awful. Also, shout out Westy, my mate, who I'm watching this with, who's a huge Leicester fan. Hello, Westy. You all right? Bowen has been getting into space, calling for it and ignored. Yeah, he's done all right. He's done well. I think all the front lines playing well. To be fair, a bit more composure from Antonio. We'll get another brace. I think it's happening. If I'm Lingard watching this, I like this system. You click stuff and I just have to read. I mean, no effort from me. If I'm Lingard and I'm watching this team play and get a 5 minutes match at Man United, I'm knowing where I'm asking my agent to sort out the next move. Fair. I think as a lot of people were saying the same thing on Twitter today, so I think that's fair. Rizza, why aren't you in the stadium?
Rizza, can you not tell? Can you not tell? I got the dreaded C word last week, and I was actually, believe it or not, I was fine for the first 3 days or whatever, 0 symptoms. I was fine. And then last night, it just hit me I was watching the Southampton Man U game, fine. And then the more the Arsenal-Chelsea game went on, the worse I got. And by the end of it, I was like, I am close to dying here. Well, I wasn't quite like that, but I was in bed at 8 o'clock. I was up at 2 a.m. sitting in the garden because I was too hot. And then, it's been a fun time. But the show must go on, Mr. Charlie Walsh.
It must. It will continue, and you'll be back for the review after. So if you're watching now, Geo will be back at full time with the Gonzo for the review. Geo, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And so does
bye.
Bye. Geo will be back. He can go and rest his voice now for at least 50 minutes before we get back. Chippy, I'll DM him. I'll let him know what he needs. Too many jokes. Not enough time. Fornals fast becoming my favorite player. I tell you what, he's having a balling game, isn't he? He is having an absolute balling game. I really like Fornals. I have for a long time, but today specifically, he is stepping up to the plate in a big way. K1X says, I'm currently on holiday watching you guys because I can't watch the game because I'm out of the EU. Thank you very much, K1X. Good to see you. Hope you're all well. Hope your holiday's going well. The idea of a holiday to me is it's beautiful. I've basically left the house like 3 times in the past 6 months. So the idea of a holiday sounds wild to me right now. Charlie, West Ham are 3rd at the moment. Liverpool and Chelsea play next week. West Ham go top of the league if they draw. West Ham win versus Palace. GSB not feel like signing along with the results. You're scaring me. Cold stolen. You're scaring me. I don't need it. I don't need it. But also, you might be wrong. But I also don't need it. We'll see. We'll see. Enjoy the second half of the game, fellas. 2-1 win with me. But West Ham will make it difficult. Thank you very much, Alan. Good to see you. Hey, everyone, if you're going away for the second half, enjoy yourselves. I hope we come back with a good result. Remember to come back at full time because Geo will be live with a match review, hopefully, with Gonzo. And I will spam the link in this chat so you don't even have to go anywhere. So you just click on it and it goes. Talking about the likes, by the way, Geo said 215. We got all the way up to 254. We're at 254, people. Huge like spike. Madness, sheer madness. MJW right, Gio is a legend. Fair play for coming on when he's clearly at death's door. Yeah, I really needed the help and he bailed me out a big time now. So give Gio some love on the review. Give him some love on Twitter if you want. Red Hammer 8, but he gets too much of it there. Just give him some love on the review. Do you know what I mean? Let him know he's a trooper. Only stream I could get was with American commentary. Quite funny actually. I like watching streams when they have like Spanish commentary. It's just more fun. You know what I mean? Do I understand a word they're saying? No, but they're very passionate, and I respect that. It's not something I can back. You know, it's not something I can match. Is what I should say. I back it, but I can't match it. I think the red card will make it harder for us to score more. To be fair, I mean, it will certainly give them more opportunity to sit back. Dave, I'll say that. I certainly think Leicester will think about it a little bit more. I mean, they're on the back foot. They have to come out and get a goal. So to an extent, they have to step to us. But the idea of them being 10 down might be like, right, we need to batter down Hatch and only play counter. And like I said, they do have the right players for counter-attacking football. We can't sit here and act like they don't. I mean, Leicester have counter-attacking footballers. Flipping Jamie Vardy won the Premier League playing the most pure counter-attacking football you're ever going to see. So they could do that. It will be difficult, but we'll see. I'm backing us. I'm saying 3-1. It's a bit wild, but I'm backing it. Antonio makes them panic. I love it. He makes me panic, but I mean, like Gio said, for the goal, his run just draws the defenders away, and it happens. He's very good. It works, doesn't it? It just does work. Second half about to kick off on my screen. I'm watching it now, TV on my phone. So I will be behind. I'll let you know when we kick off. If in case you're wanting to sync, we are about to. Referee's looking at his watch. He's pointing at people. I've balanced my phone on a pint full of water again, and we have kicked off. Jamie Vardy kicks off. It's 1-0 to West Ham. As the second half kicks off, 45 minutes to go. And we're looking all right now. We're looking all right. I spend these entire streams terrified my phone will drop in the water that I balance it on. I don't know why I do it to myself. I do. It's because I'm an idiot. John, Signed Bloody Striker, listen. Moyes does as Moyes wants. You know what I mean? I don't think you can win. I don't think you can win the Prem in modern era with counter-attack football. Klopp, Pep, Tuchel won't allow it anyway. Maybe. I mean, I think you could. I think you could. The thing is, when you look at Klopp sort of plays a style of counter-attack. He's just playing a very attacking counter-attacking football. He's not sitting back in a traditional counter-attacking sense and going from defensive to just all-out attack. He's just counter-attacking from the get-go. And it works well against, like, for example, when you saw Pep versus Klopp in Germany when they were at Dortmund and Bayern respectively, Klopp would just play a lot of the time where he would just kick the ball over the Bayern press, over the Bayern midfield, and it was very effective. So it's sort of a counter-attacking style to an extent. I know what you mean, though. I do know what you mean. The win first, then goals. Yes, Andrew, let's get that goal difference going up. 1-0, Leicester down to 10. Big opportunities for big goal difference, IMO, and I back it. I think we can do it. It's all very exciting. Leicester won the league with counter-attack. Very true, Scott. Very true. It was a different league back then, but very true. Very true. You are 2 minutes 40 behind. Thank you very much, Arthur. There you go, people. If you're wondering. 2 minutes 40. Flipping out. Now TV on my phone. What's the point? Why'd you pay for it? Why do I pay for it, man? Charlie Walsh, you absolute donut. Pablo Fornal's playing a quite large crossfield ball. Don't think he really meant to do something like that. Ben Rama and Antonio trying to link up. Antonio can't quite find the two. Leicester are going counter-attacking so far, at least. And again, they have Jamie Vardy up front. You want a counter-attacking striker. Jamie Vardy's the guy to do it. There aren't many better. There genuinely aren't many better strikers to counter attack. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not the Jamie Vardy he was 3 seasons ago, but he's still Jamie Vardy. You know what I mean? It seems like 90 points are required to win the league, so you need a balance of possession, counter-attacking capabilities, and most league play with low blocks. You're not wrong. Just certainly not wrong. I think the thing is about playing counter-attacking football is if you're a team who has a chance of winning the league, so if you're one of the big 4, I guess, and you have a chance of winning the league, you can't really go counter-attacking against a team like us, for example. It's not going to be anywhere near as effective, and those are your bread and butter points. You know, the wins against people like West Ham. If you're Man City or Liverpool, for example, the wins against teams like West Ham, against anyone else who plays counter-attacking football, so Crystal Palace, someone like that, those are your bread and butter points. They're the ones that get you to the chance of winning the league. The ones where you win the league, of course, are against the teams around you. But you raise a point. You raise a good point. A lot of those teams won't be dealing with that kind of nonsense. That's fair. John Fothergill. Just that Leicester match watch along, and 2 games in, they want to sell half their team. It's nice to know it's not just us. Fair. You know, listen, it happens. It happens. Football fans, we're all very reactive. I don't want to sell anyone at this point. I just want to buy people. Flipping out. We're at 261 likes. Flipping heck, people. You've been going in on the likes. Thank you very much. West Ham getting a good opportunity here. Stab towards goal from, I think it was Thomas Souček. I saw 20 something, couldn't decide which one it was. Over. Decent opportunity. See what happens. Want to see the replay again there. Oh, it's good build-up play from West Ham. I tell you what, Souček does. It's unlikely he was going to score from there anyway. Jared Bowen, the back heel into Souček. He just has to stab it. It does well. Okay, date marry Souček or Kufal. Excellent shout. Marry Souček. Obviously, date Kufal. Simple as. No messing. You're marrying Souček. Souček is a good, wholesome lad. You know, that's the way you're breaking that one down. It's just saying, who would you marry out of the 2? And it's Thomas Souček for me, Scott. Thomas Souček. No doubt in my mind. He's also defo doing all of the housework, innit? He does everything. He's doing all of it. And I could use someone who would do the washing up, for example, because I just can't be asked. Steve Bruce is a tougher matchup for me than Brendan Rodgers. I mean, we can go in on that if we want. Rafa Benitez Everton seem like a very aggressive counter-attacking team so far. I actually haven't watched any of them. I need to get on that, Cold. I need to get on that. I've been missing stuff of late, so I need to get back on the train. Set piece goals, West Ham, I think said, I didn't see what it said there. I think 12 so far. I don't know what it was suggesting. I did not see. I think maybe the least. I'm not sure. But it seems like we could get a lot. Maybe set piece. Who knows? The point is, it's a corner to West Ham. Jared Bowen steps up to take it. He was probably the one who took the other one last time, and not Aaron Cresswell. Whipped it into the box. Punched away by Kasper Schmeichel. Ben Rama on the edge of the area. Lays it back. West Ham retain possession. Leicester don't step outside of their shape at all. They're staying all men back. Even Vardy, ball played, lofted in. Antonio, save Kasper Schmeichel. It was a good early cross from, I want to say Kufal. Could have been Pablo Fornals. Put it into a really great position. Antonio fires himself. He headers a good, and to be fair, again, it's a great header towards goal. And Kasper Schmeichel gets the save. Ben Rama trying his best to do anything. Leicester just bullying him out of the situation there. Kufal can't quite get to the ball. Fair play. Who was that? It was covering. Was it Ndidi? It wasn't. No, it was Ricardo's covering over that side. Fair enough. Good effort. Good try. Close from West Ham. Could have been 2. Early cross into the box. Is that Pablo Fornals? I think it is. Or is it Kufal? I can't tell. But the ball in is beautiful. That cross was unreal. And it was perfectly into Mikel Antonio. All he needs to do is header it. If Mikel Antonio headers that anywhere slightly further away from Schmeichel than he did, that's a goal. Schmeichel reacts well because it's close to him. And so for him to react that quickly it's a good save, to be fair. It's a very good save. Tell you what a cross, though. What a cross. Thomas is a family father, Vlad. It's a fun night out. There you go, Eric. Eric knows. Get you a man who can do both, Imo. Josh, most at 17 at set piece. Thank you. Because I watch it on my phone, the thing's so small. And the phone's not close to me. Look, I can reach my hand out and it's still not touching the phone. So I struggle to see the exact numbers. I apologize. Jamie Vardy trying to bundle his way into the box there just was not happening. Oh, no, Harvey Barnes, sorry, not Jamie Vardy. Mike says, hello, mate. Love your work. Just wondered whether you'd had any further ideas or whether or not they should introduce more oil into fake taxi videos, for example, a massage episode. I think it's a great shout, Mike. I think it's maybe, look, as COVID restrictions are lessening, you know, we can get more, so we don't have to social distance. Some people aren't social distancing as much. I'm still practicing it. Be safe, everyone, of course. But as we get closer to that magical time where we go back to normal, it could be good stuff, you know, get to work. I mean, obviously film sets, I do freelance videos. So I know you get your film sets with your COVID safe and all that when you're doing, we're testing and we're doing everything else we can to try and avoid them becoming places where people will shred. I think it's a great shout, Mike. I think it's an excellent shout. I'm going to click it off the screen now, but I do think it's an excellent shout. It's something I'd be interested in. Do you know what I mean? Like when a sitcom does like a musical episode or something, just to switch it up. You know, Suchek would be a killer husband, but Kafau's exciting bad boy. Again, I'm looking for that husband material. I'm looking for that wifey material, you know, and I think Thomas Suchek is the guy. David Moyes not worried about the team that plays attack in front for football, more concerned about the teams that sit back and defend like Burnley Spuds. Yeah, I agree. They are usually our downfall, to be fair. They are almost always our downfall. Interesting balance of possession and counter-attack in football. 4-3-3 formation is pretty much like that for balance. I think we're playing really well here. We're getting way more possession, by the way. Second half possession, we're at 63 compared to Leicester's 37, which shows you the balance. The shift is the power shift. The balance of power has shifted. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Kafau collects the ball, tries to hit an early cross again, lays it short to Bowen. Back to Pablo Fornals. West Ham again, recycling possession around. Just trying to work the ball back out towards, I think, Aaron Cresswell on the left. He collects it. It's all right passing, to be fair. It's all right passing. We're keeping possession, even if we're not doing much with it. Into the box, goes down. I don't think it's a pen. It's a basic tumble. It's a basic tumble, no pen. Michael Oliver hits him on the knees. He goes, you know what I mean? He points at the spot. No. Mikel Antonio lays it out to Ben Rama. Yeah, he's just losing balance. No pen for me. It's after a collision with Maddison that he's overbalanced, but it's a 50-50 challenge. It's a 50-50 both on their shoulders, right? So it's not that much of a deepness. But West Ham pressing from the replay, it comes back. West Ham are pressing like wild. It's where we got our first goal, to be fair. Booted forward. Leicester, I tell you what, Leicester only have 3 people at the back right now. Oh my God, that is hospital. Mikel Antonio lays it inside. Ben Rama, 2-0. 2-0. That was, what were Leicester doing? I don't know what they were doing. That's madness. Pardon? What were you trying to do? That was hospital play from Leicester City there. They're frustrated, to say to say the least right now. It was pressure early from West Ham, forces them to clear it forward. It's just punted forward, and Leicester had like 2 people back. So Yunchu tries to play it back towards Schmeichel, who's in the wildest position. I can't begin to think why Schmeichel's there. He's maybe looking to try and collect it from Soyuncu, but it's just a lack of communication. And so basically Soyuncu passes it to Mikel Antonio. Kasper Schmeichel isn't even in the 6-yard box, let alone on the goal line. He was nearer the corner flag than he was anywhere else. Mikel Antonio fires it across the box to Saïd Benrahma, who's open, who slots it home. It's West Ham United 2. It's Leicester City 0. What was he doing? I honestly can't figure out what he was doing. That was madness. That was complete and utter madness. Like what? What? I don't know what he's doing. Glenn, good to see you. West Ham doing West Ham things. Yeah, Arsenal channel. Go subscribe to it. What was he doing? Just mad. That was mad. I don't. Leicester are screwed, man. Leicester are screwed. That was madness. I keep saying it because I'm so Soyuncu tries to play it back to Schmeichel without really seeing where he was. But Schmeichel was closer to the corner flag than he was the goal line, and he wasn't even he was nowhere near the 6-yard box. He was basically on the edge of the area. A moment of absolute chaos in Leicester's defense, and Mikel Antonio, as Soyuncu tries to play it back, just sprints in and collects the ball. And you know it's bad when your goalkeeper has to try and rush to position, like tries to sprint into position. That's how badly out of position they were. Antonio with a great pass across box and gets the assist for Said Benrahma, who slots it home. Excellent work. Excellent work. Love to see it. But what was he doing? What was he doing? Arthur, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. Born to get busy. Foggers lost their head. What a username, by the way. What's a username? You're not wrong, Willie. You're not wrong. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. West Ham are definitely, they are better. It's a shame to say, obviously for Arsenal's sake. But Arsenal are in a difficult position, whereas we are fit and firing right now. We don't have enough people, but with the people who are here are absolutely balling it. Harvey Barnes has got pace, and he tries to lay into the path of Vardy on the counter attack. Just poor pass. West Ham regain possession. This is West Ham's game to lose, isn't it? I mean, 2-0. 2-0, you're saying you're safe regardless, but the way Leicester are playing, the way West Ham are playing, I can't see anything else. It's just a thing. Einar, who are our best players, boys? Let everyone. Who do you think is your best player so far? Let Einar know. Mine for me would be Pablo Fornals, but I think everyone. I don't think anyone's having a bad game, to be honest, mate. I think everyone's playing pretty well. My God, if you told me to pick one, I'd pick Pablo Fornals, but I think everyone's doing well. Let the people. What are we saying? Maybe first time in 50 years that West Ham are actually a better team than Arsenal. Probably. Arsenal have the capability of being significantly better than they are right now. Don't get me wrong, but you know, Phil, want that new boy Flex getting some first team games? Yeah, same. He looks really good. I'm very excited to see him get more game time. He was killing it. What are we saying? All right, let's have a look. People are talking about the people. Fornals, Antonio Fornals, Benrahma, Antonio Fornals, Benrahma, the FPL machine. Fornals, have to say Fornals. You're seeing it. Slim Reaper, 2-0 on my days. I thought this season would be good for the Hammers, but I didn't see this result occurring. First of all, good to see you, Slim, mate. I hope you're well. Secondly, it's wild, isn't it? Leicester, to be fair, are all over the shop. Connor Coventry is on the bench, Scott. If you want to have a look at the bench, it's just there. Areola, Baptiste, Fredericks, Diop, Johnson, Coventry, Noble, Lanzini, Yarmolenko. Coventry is on the bench. I would love to see him. West Ham are in control of the ball, in control of possession yet again. Hammer's top four. That's probably a bit much for us, I will say that. Corner for West Ham. It is. I think it's too much for us. I mean, we've got European football coming up, and we don't have a big enough squad to compete on both fronts. So we're going to have to pick one or the other. And I think even then, top four would be too much for West Ham. But we've got such a good like 15 players that really know what they're doing under David Moyes, and it's amazing to see because we're just stepping to people. We're just really stepping to people. And it's kind of mad. 273 likes. Bloody hell. We're flying. I can't remember what our most liked one. I think it's around the 300 number. I remember it was the one when Ray kept telling people to like the video. We're getting dangerously close. Put Zuma, Lingard, and a decent striker in the squad, and we can achieve something this season. I would agree with that. I would certainly agree with that. The thing is, if you're looking for achieving stuff, you're looking for squad, you obviously put Lingard in. I don't know if Lingard makes this first 11 better. I don't know about that. Due to a change in tactics, perhaps. I don't know. He's obviously a very, very good footballer. That's not a diss on Jesse Lingard, any stretch of imagination. But you put him in a squad, we're infinitely stronger than we are now. Mad. Who scored the goals tonight, mate? It was the first one was Pablo Fornals, and the second was Said Benrahma. It's a good opportunity from West Ham again, getting forward well here. Antonio hits it from range. Save by Kasper Schmeichel. Antonio, he's looking for it. He's vibing it. He wants it. He wants the goal. He wants the record-breaking goal, or the record-securing goal, I should say. He's joint record now, but he wants that. He wants that vibe. Shot from outside the box. Tries to place in the bottom corner. It's a good shot, to be fair. Kasper Schmeichel gets to save. Kasper Schmeichel gets down low, gets a hand to it, palms it away. Good stuff. Good stuff. Corner for West Ham. Corner for the Hammers. Corner's been not bad. It's not bad today. Not bad. Jared Bowen on him. He's been doing well, actually, to be fair. I never liked him before on corners. That one, not great. Hit from right. Whoa. Don't know what that noise was. That was like 4 different noises at once, wasn't it? Not sure what it was. I just listened to it back in the replay box that I have. It was wild. Corner comes in. It aims for the first man, bounces up high, and Aaron Cresswell just comes onto it. It strikes it cleanly, just over. That's what the was. Bit wild. Bit one. Anyone think it might take a while for Antonio to get the 48th? It will happen in the next 3 games. I'll say that much. I'm confident it will happen in the next 3 games. Which one in the next 3 games? I don't know. I think it will happen one of them. Schmeichel will end up getting man of the match at this rate. Well, he's doing stuff. And Mikel Antonio charging forward again there. Offside flag's been called. West Ham win a free. Leicester win a free kick. What are the odds Antonio doesn't beat because he gets injured? Can we stop, George? Stop it. You're all scaring me. Scared. As Leicester make a substitution, and it's a notable one for West Ham. Patson Daka, former West Ham target, of course, coming on for Harvey Barnes. A long-term target for West Ham, maybe the last year, 18 months or so. We've been following him, chasing him, and up steps Patson Daka off the bench for Harvey Barnes. Different, maybe a 4-4-2 from a 4-4-2 from Leicester now. Oh, someone asked in the chat. I don't know who it was. It was a while ago. I meant to click on it and say, but I didn't. I apologize. We haven't changed to a 4-4-2. We're still 4-2-3-1 at a time. Leicester have got. I mean, Leicester are sort of playing a 4-4-2, I guess. Obviously, with man sent off, so it's a bit different because now you've got Daka and Vardy up front. Daka playing the Iniesta role that used to be happen, but that used to be happen. I'm gonna go with that. I speak well, good England fan, but yeah, we'll see. Daka versus Dawson. This will be fun. Sean, all of you lot are just up for scaring me today. You're up for scaring me. Daka, the fist bump with Moyes says all we need to know, doesn't it? Yeah, it happened. Too cool. Look, he's there. Also, Tuchel, my lethal striker. How dare you have not forgotten? It's one of the only things I'm good at. Will was asking who got sent off and why. It was Ioze Perez for Leicester. And he got sent off because he tried to block Pablo Fornals. He was off balance and tries to put his foot down to block Pablo Fornals from being able to get to the ball and stamps very hard on his ankle. Straight red. Deserved. Unfortunate, but deserved. Leonardo, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hello, Charlie. How many goals do you think Benny will have at the end of the season? I think he's going to get 12 in the Prem, 17 in total. That would be an unreal season. West Ham's first substitution. If you had 60, no, it wasn't the West Ham substitution. Scratch that. I thought it was. It's just a throw in. Alarm bell. False alarm. I felt like it was, but it wasn't. False alarm. I did think it was surprising, but it's a corner. It's not a sub. Forget that. Corner comes in, headed away from Leicester. Forget that. Okay? Because I can't hear the game today. So I did it wrong. I would be ecstatic with those sort of numbers, Leonardo. I don't think he'll get that much. If he gets double figures in all competitions, I'll be happy. So if in all competitions he ends with 10 or more, I'll be ecstatic. I'll be happy. I'll be happy. How many will he get? 8. 8's my bet. If we don't get Lingard, he gets 8 he'll get 8 in the Premier League. If we get Lingard, he'll get 5. That's my bet. Good to see you, by the way. Hope you are. I thought it was a sub as well. Good. It was not just me. I appreciate how stupid it was though from me. It's because I can't hear it. If I could hear it, then I'd understand. But Bowen with the corner. It comes in Dawson with the header, but he just gets underneath and it goes over. Dawson coming close. Fulfilling the prophecy. People did speak a lot about the idea of Big Craigie getting a goal today. being shaky and also getting a goal and maybe sent off. Who do we know? Sarim, hello. Good to see you. Hey, I've just got into this game. I'm thinking that maybe West Ham can push for top 4 finish if they get a top striker on the cheap. If we get a second striker, then we can start to maybe compete. But the thing is, we don't have a squad big enough to compete on 2 fronts. If you think about playing in Europe and in the Premier League and in domestic cups, you need at least 2 first-team quality players in every position, and we're far from that, unfortunately. So a striker would be necessary, but add with other things. But it's good to see you, Sareem. I hope you're well. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. West Ham playing the ball around the area at the moment, sort of vaguely. West Ham in complete control of this game right now. Poor header, but it's fine. West Ham regain possession. West Ham regain possession. Jared Bowen out on the right-hand side, looking to try and do a little bit something. Can't. Is that Ndidi? Yeah, it was. Of course it was. Who else is gonna take possession like that apart from Wilfred Ndidi? Of course it's Ndidi. Thrown short to Bowen, looking for Ben Robertson. Quite have it. Leicester vibe in a counter-attack here. They've not got the numbers, but West Ham are pretty spread out. Pretty spread out right now. Played out wide to Jamie Vardy. Manages to keep it in well. Fair play to Jamie. He's out on the left-hand side here. Leicester are trying to do a little bit of something here. West Ham have the numbers back, but they don't have hit. Oh, it bubbled in after. It's West Ham United 1, it's West Ham United 2, Leicester 1. Tielemans with the goal. To be fair, he West Ham were a bit too open there for my liking. There was enough people back in the box, but it seemed to be you could have 15,000 people. None of them were stopping that. It wasn't a particularly outrageous goal or anything. Madison pulls it across the area. It just keeps bobbling. Tielemans hits it first time. It blocks off someone. I'm not sure who. Who gets the original block? Aaron Cresswell gets the original block. To be fair, he throws himself in front of that. Does really well. But no one can react fast enough, and it's Tielemans to slot home. 2-1. 2-1. The purest counter-attack you're going to see. I did say Leicester would score. At halftime, I did say 3-1. I did think Leicester would still score a goal. So it's not the end of the world, but I will say it's annoying. I will say it's annoying. What can you do? Well, you could stop it from going in. You could stop it from going in. Yeah. Blaming anyone for that? Yeah, blame me. It's fine. I think, to be honest with you, it was a collective calamity. The ball came. We had so many more people in and around our area than Leicester did. And what Leicester ended up doing was so simple. It wasn't smart. It wasn't this ingenious piece of play. It was just getting it in the box, and it sort of bobbles across. Tielemans hits it, who somehow has space. I don't know. It was just bad defending from West Ham. Unfortunately, Ricardo gets a yellow card there for a rash collision. It just was what it was. It's fine. It happens sometimes. The rest of the game we've been pretty flipping good at defending. So it's not the end of the world that it happens once. It happened twice in the last game against Newcastle. So it is what it is. I'm still very confident. Let's say more. Let's tempt fate some more, shall we? I think this is going fine, and we will definitely win, and Leicester won't score again. And what? West Ham collect possession on the right-hand side. Jared Bowen. What a username. Imagine West Ham lose. Well, I prefer not to. Yeah, Johnny Sharp, it was all your fault. Thank you, Scott. You're deeply incorrect, but I'll take the blame. I'll happily take the blame. Even if you're lying, I will take the blame. Trust in Moyes, we should never let 2 goals in against 10 men. It's all right, lads. Heads up. Listen, I agree with you, Leonardo. I agree with you, mate. All these people here who are shook. I agree with you. I agree with you. If he scored against me, because I don't believe so. Someone would have to correct me. Someone would have to let us know. I don't believe so, though, is what I will say. Leicester are going pure counter-attacking at this point. They are going pure counter-attacking, which isn't a bad decision from them at this stage. It isn't a bad decision. Because they do have the players for it. I'm surprised they don't play it more often, but we'll see how it goes. Shut up in the orange F. I'm sorry. Sorry. We need it. The boys need it right now. You know what I mean? So we're going to bust one out for the boys. For the boys. I just want to click on this. I have to go click on it with the orange though. Where is it? There you go. The track. I prefer a suit on a manager, but you can't argue with results. You can't argue with results. Definitely not, Scott. Never. Appreciate the question. Literally never, though. Literally never. Right. I said I wouldn't that time, and I never will. 3 goals to go top, says Andrew. Thank you very much, Andrew Pearson. Appreciate it. I would click on it, but I'm mid-peeling an orange because the boys need the boost. And for some reason, this will help that. There we go. Orange peeled. Orange numero dos for stream. Do you know what? I'm going to eat it normal. Should we see how normal I can eat this? All right, chat. It's first best of 3. First 3 people to respond. Do I eat this like a normal human being, or do I just shove it all in my mouth like usual? What are we saying? I don't want to jinx it by eating it normally, but at the same time, should I just eat it normally? So first 3 people to respond, it'll be best out of 3. Season end top 3. No. Never. As I said, never. Win the league? Never. That's how, and that's just how, that's how thing. Right, the results are in. Normal shove, but normal wins. Normal wins, shy. Mate. I don't. It's because they haven't seen it, and that's the problem. You want to see. You want it's you know what I mean? You want to see what you don't know, but at the same time, you'd see it and you'd be like, that was a mistake. So I'm going to save you. So the thing is, early doors we got normal, and we got shove late doors. But I did say first 3. First 3 was normal, so we're going to go normal. We're going to go normal. Throw it up in the air and catch it in your mouth. Right. So I've been eating it normally. You ready for this? This is 3 segments. I'm going to lob and I'm going to catch, right? I'm going to take my headphones off for this because I need movement. Are you ready for this? This one's for you. This one's for you, Curvinaud. Right? This is going to be really impressive. Okay? I'm going to flop this so badly. I'm going to waste orange. What? Stay from him. Thank you very much. Who doubted me? Who doubted me? Who doubted me? The greatest moment of my life, that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will continue to eat it normally now. And if we don't win now and I've done that, disgraceful. Disgraceful. West Ham are pressing, by the way, in the midst of all this excitement. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. West Ham are pressing in the midst of all this excitement, by the way. Kufal playing it across the box, and it's another corner for West Ham. West Ham are doing very well right now. West Ham are doing very, very well. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, how do you think Zuma would do at West Ham? Personally, I think he would be a revelation. By the way, subscribed and liked. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing, by the way. Sorry. And hey, if you haven't liked or subscribed already, everyone, get involved. Get involved. We are dangerously close to hitting 300 likes on this video. Dangerously close. We're only 15 off. 15 of you like this beginner. I would really like. I like Kurt Zuma. I think Kurt Zouma has a huge upside. His injury record isn't the best, but I would like Kurt Zouma at West Ham. My concern would be it would stop Diop, and I still think Diop has a lot to give. But if you're asking me, if you're saying for the rest of the season we're starting with Zouma and Ogbonna, I'm not exactly sad. Diop getting chances in cups and whatnot, I'm not exactly sad. Leicester making another change here. Suma's coming on, I believe that was. I'm not sure. West Ham's movement is very good. Our front line, man. Our front line's got it going on. I can't lie. It's beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. Oh. That orange was a lot more acidy. It was a lot more citrusy, you know? A lot more citrusy. Which is fine. Fine. Hopefully, you know, whatever, but it was a lot. It was a lot. No more oranges today. No more oranges today because it's an issue. Headed away. West Ham, we control the ball though on the edge of the box. I tell you what, we're controlling the game really well. Outside of their goal, we're controlling it really well right now. Pablo Fornals on the edge of the box, on the far right, back to Kufal. We're not stressing right now. We're not rushing. We're not stressing. We're keeping possession of the ball. When Leicester counter attack, they do look like they've got boys going forward, but ultimately we're doing quite well with it. It's working down the left hand side. Nice 1-2. Pulled across. Antonio in the box. Gets a touch. Hits it. He's done it. Mikel Antonio, ladies and gentlemen, is our record top goal scorer in Premier League history with his 48th goal. He's done it. He's done it. There you go, Richard. Yeah, it's a bit wild, isn't it? He's done it. You love to see it. He's run to the side. What a man Mikel Antonio is. West Ham United 3, Leicester 1. You love to see it. If you watch Two Spanish, you would have heard him say 3. That's very true. Right before the game, I said 4-2. I was going wild, mate. It's a good goal. It's a good goal. It's worked down the left-hand side. West Ham were just keeping control of the ball. It's played in. Antonio gets the touch. So Soyuncu's trying to get touch tight to him, trying to stop him. Antonio manages to get the spin. It happens. Swings his leg at it. Bottom corner. 3-1. Mikel Antonio is West Ham's record Premier League goal scorer with 48. What a man. What a man. I'm going to change the flipping scoreline again. Oh. Am I going to say the orange did it? Not going to say the orange did it. You know what I mean? No. If you're not watching the game, he ran across to the sideline and picked up like a cardboard cutout of him and just lofted it up in the air like in the Lion King. I respect it. Good man. Good goal scorer. It's happened. That's the wrong button I need to press. I need to press this one to change that. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. Oh, so many people have hit the like button. It's got flipping neck. I keep mentioning it because it's just going up and up today, but we're at 297 now. 3 more likes and we hit 300. 3 more for 300. 3 for 3. Go 4-1 now, top of the league. That's the spirit. Come on. Leicester, man. Moyes just has Rodgers' number. He just knows what he's doing. Exactly 12 months ago, someone told me Antonio wasn't the answer. Listen, Glenn. No one. I don't know what. 302 likes, everyone. Good work. Everyone ignore Glenn. He's lying, whatever he says. Flipping hell. 302 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. Remember, subscribe if you're new around here. I appreciate you. Trick orange eating is half the battle. Thank you. Bro, I threw 3 in the air and caught it in my mouth, and then we scored the 3rd goal. Tell me it doesn't work. I hate that it does, but it does. It does. Nah. If you go and click on Glenn Kitely, Everything Arsenal's channel, and have a look at videos we've done together, you would never see me say such a thing. Never. Nope. You should subscribe and watch every single one of them, and you will never see me say it. Never. Nope. Antonio versus Lukaku in a cage. Big Hell in a Cell vibes. Let's go. Big Hell in a Cell vibes. Let's go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just get him in there. Good times. Good. Do you know what? I'm having a shortbread for celebration purposes. You know. I'm having a shortbread. It's all going so well. You know. I was getting there. I caught some oranges in my mouth, throwing it up in the air. He scored 3 goals. Antonio's got the record. It's all going so well. I'll put all of it in my mouth. I'll pop it all in. No stress. No stress. You know? No stress. Yeah. I muted myself because I didn't want to hear you buying, but yeah. Boy, lads. Make it Antonio again. Oh, there we go. I've got through it, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it. 2 goals. Let me click on chat. Orange. Yes. Let's take the trophy. Antonio again. End it. Look at that. The chat's going wild. You could be right, Charlie. Thank you very much. Oh, the chat. You love to see it. Good to see you, Ben. We are. It's just a fact of life that we are massive. It's played in. Antonio, it's a weird first touch, but he gets on the end of the second one. Full stretch. Just a little outstretch clip past. Your boy, Kasper Schmeichel. West Ham United 4. Leicester 1. Rodgers in the mud. Rodgers in the mud. Mate. Yes. I'm photoshopping furiously right now. Let's go. It's the oranges. Antonio felt the vibes of me throwing the oranges up and catching them in my mouth, the trick shot, and it spurred him on to bigger and better things. I mean, ballers, the lot of them, all of them, big boys doing big bits. You know what I mean? Glenn's asking if he can get a move to West Ham. Listen, come on over. The water's warm. The grasses are green. Come get involved, Glenn. Come get involved. Top of the Prem. Oh, yes, top of the Prem. Come on. My brain is firing on all cylinders. Yes, Jason knows. I tell you what, Moyes just has Rodgers' number, doesn't he? He just has it. There is nothing Rodgers can do against David Moyes, apparently. It is men against boys when it comes to Brendan Rodgers versus David Moyes. It's just a thing. It's just a very large thing. We are less than 5 minutes away from full time now, including stoppage time. We're in the 87th minute, sorry. Plus stoppage time. Probably about 5 minutes to go. West Ham United 4, Leicester 1. It's happening. When you all got shook as well, when I stared down the lens of the camera and I said, we got it. Who was correct? Your boy. It was your boy. We are currently top of the league. What is going on? Wally with the $9.99. Thank you very much, my friend, for the acid-free orange fund. Thank you. And let me know if you catch Foundy. I will have a big look. I'll have a big look, Wally, and try and find these acid-free oranges because at this rate, it's a problem. Because I'm doing this every stream and my stomach is not happy with it. So my vitamin C level's going through the roof, but the acid is a problem. So thank you very much, Wally. I appreciate it. I'll look. I'll try and deep sit as much as I can and try and find the solution to the problem. Listen. What a game. Football's all right, innit? Football's okay, innit? Like, ultimately, football's pretty good sometimes, innit? Right. You can have your doubts, but it delivers. It delivers. Benrahma getting into the area, trying to find some, trying to create anything. Does well. He was bullied off the ball there, wasn't he? There was a lot of people around him. Unfortunate. 310 likes, bloody hell. And there are the substitutions. If you said 88 minutes, you were correct. 88th minute is the moment where sub bingo has been complete for the first substitution. Saeed Benrahma, unsurprisingly, coming off for Mark Noble. It was the sub I said, but just significantly later than I said it. Mark Noble goes and gives Antonio a hug just to let him know that he's a baller. And Mikel Antonio also coming off for, I believe, your Andre Yarmolenko. I'm looking at the chat now, seeing the word Yarmolenko, so I assume it is Andre Yarmolenko. There you go. Antonio, it took him a while today, and then once it happened, two came along at once. You love to see it. Kevin Nolan giving him a massive hug. Andre Yarmolenko comes onto the pitch. Someone's up front. No one knows who. And flipping out. Does it matter? Does it matter? You know what I mean? We're top of the league. Does anything matter anymore? Nothing really matters. Anyone can see all that stuff. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Dude, because we get... Right, who was it? Where was it? Eric, can you put the table on stream? You just want to say... Listen, the people ask and I provide. You know what I mean? The people ask and I provide. Here you go. Give me a sec. West Ham United. Let's zoom in on that, shall we? West Ham United. Top of the league. Says one game, obviously two. No stress on goal difference. On goal difference of all things. Not on no technicalities, mate. Not on no technicalities, on goal difference. West Ham United. Look at all those red. Look at all that red. Yeah? And do you know why? It's because we're top of the league. We're massive. Doubt us now. We're on massive, mate. 8 goals in 2 games for your boys. For David Moyes West Ham. 8 goals in 2 games. Madness. Sheer, utter, complete madness. Just a good day, innit? It's just a good day. Just a good day. Antonio man of match. That's a good point. We are in stoppage time. So Hammers chat, watch along, chat, man of the match, decide time. I will come up with a snappy way of saying that at some point. But for now, that's what we're going to say. Who is your man of the match today? Let me know in the comments and let me know in the live chat. Whoever has the most votes or seems like has the most votes will be crowned the man of the match. Thank you everyone for joining. We've got 2 minutes left of the match. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate it. If you're new around here, drop a like on the video, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We've got 316 likes, which is wild today. So thank you so much, Wally. A special thank you for Wally for lobbing in. Pardon me, for the acid's coming back to attack me now. Special shout out to Wally for the 999. Genuinely appreciate it, bro. Absolute legend. We will have a review, of course, right after this. It will be up momentarily. I'll be lobbing it in the live chat. I'll be lobbing the link in the live chat so you can all jump across there. No effort you have to put in here. No effort. Will Geo have made it? We can all hope so. If not, Gonzo will be doing it, and it will be a grand old time. 4-1, for Christ's sake. 4-1. Let me have that link. But let's see. What is the chat saying? John Kernow starting with Antonio. Bowen. Antonio even came back and muted and murked their CMs. Antonio, fair. Fornals won us the game. As it stands, whatever team Declan wants to move to is inferior. You're not wrong. Antonio, masterclass. Moyes masterclass. Fair. You're not wrong. You're talking about Murkages, bruv. He's murked Rodgers yet again. Mickey in it. Antonio. I don't think anyone's going to beat Antonio at this point. DM man of the match. Go wild. Yarmolenko, he's doing step overs all over the shop. He's like Aaron St. Maximin in his prime, left foot, weak foot cross into the box. Schmeichel holds it. Don't forget the whole team's man of the match. I mean, that's very fair. But the most votes was Michail Antonio. Michail Antonio gets the man of the match for this stream. Congratulations, Mickey. Appreciate it. All good work. 2 goals. Not only did he get the confirmed record, he absolutely he got a second one. So he's 2 ahead now. He's 2 ahead now. What time to be alive? Ben Rama is good. I strongly agree, Sam. I strongly agree. And there is the full-time whistle. It ends. West Ham United 4. Leicester City 0. Leicester City 0. And just in case you were of any doubt, just in case you were like, there was, is it? Yeah, top of the league, mate. Top of the gosh darn Premier League. Big. Now I'll be disappearing from your screens in just a moment when Geo and Gonzo are ready for their full-time review. But until then, yes. What a match. What a moment. Thank you everyone for watching as well. I appreciate it. 329 likes. Just absolutely killing the game, you lot. Absolutely killing the game. Thank you to Andy Arthur Boot, Born to Get Busy, Chris, David Moyes himself, Dylan Williams, El Chupan Cabre. Let's go with Eric in a circle. It's Jake, Jason, John, Jordan, Kevin, Louis, Mad Lad, Matthew Lowe, Migsy, Mike Minera, Nick M, Paul Greenfield, Phil Wall, Ruben, Richard, Rob, Rumbled, Sam, Scott B, Scott Telford, Sean Scully, Slim Reaper, Too Cool, Wally Willie Place. Thank you very much, everyone. 4-1, and West Ham United are top of the league. Michail Antonio is the top goal scorer in West Ham history. Mad. Completely. And what a result. What an absolute result. And thank you, just before I disappear once more again, to Wally World for the $9.99, my friend. Much appreciated. I genuinely appreciate it. And I will look for some sort of... I'll find an orange variant that has less acid in it because my tum-tum needs it. My tum-tum needs it. Once more, thank you. If you've liked the video, enjoy it. If you've liked the video, enjoy it. If you've enjoyed the video, like it. That's what I meant to say. That's where I was aiming for that, and I missed. Remember, Geo and Gonzo will be live in just a minute on the YouTube channel. They're currently in the background setting that up. So stick around for that. Get to see a joyous celebration. Jordan, no worries. Thank you very much. Antoine, good to see you. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. My goodness. Can it always be like this, Dave? It can, as long as we dream. You know what I mean? We'll just keep it going for now. And then, maybe at some point it will stop. But I don't believe it. Here is the link, everyone, for the review. Go get involved. Enjoy yourselves. Go and watch Geo and Gonzo discuss what... In fact, this is what I'll end it on, people. Thank you very much. Like the video if you're new around here. Subscribe. All that good stuff. I appreciate you all. And West Ham United, if you were in any doubt, are top of the league. Click link. Enjoy yourselves. See you later, everyone. Bye. Yes, boys. Come on.